that'll curl your hair. About a girl online who thinks the whole world owes her a prayer. She's a bargain bin diva with a spotlight she don't deserve. Slinging drama left and right like she's got customer service nerve. She'll cry wolf every Monday, start a war by Thursday night. If attention was a paycheck, she'd be rolling in delight. Oh, she's a hot mess headliner, queen of the pity parade, spouting nonsense on the daily like a lie factory she made. She's a meltdown in makeup, a circus with no ring. Lord help the fool who believes a single word she's gonna sing. She's got diagnosis stacks so high they reach the county line, but somehow never one that fits the chaos she designs. Always chomping, always slurping, always swearing she's a saint. But you scratch that glossy surface, honey, she sure ain't. She'll rewrite every story just to dodge a little blame. And if truth knocked on her doorstep, she'd pretend she didn't know its name. Oh, she's a hot mess headliner, queen of the pity parade, waving flags of fabricated tales in every live stream she made. She's a meltdown in makeup, circus with no ring, and bless the hearts who fall for every new excuse she'll bring. Hey! Now don't get me wrong, I'm not heartless, but the girl loves playing hurt till compassion turns to circus tents and sympathy to dirt. She's a walking contradiction, a saga wrapped in spite. If chaos was a talent show, she'd take home first place every night. Oh, she's a hot mess headliner, queen of the pity parade, raising hell for recognition. Lord, it's all a masquerade. She's a meltdown in makeup, but she loves the way it stings, 'cause nothing shines quite brighter than the fires that drama brings. So here's to the storm she lives in, may she one day clean her slate. But till that miracle happens, grab a snack, the girl's content is fate.
There we go. Yeah? What'd we think? That one was actually called Rosee. That was by Aren't You Exhausted? And as usual, my nose itches. So, yep, 7 o'clock on the dot. All right. Let me check one last thing. So that'll quit happening. Honk. There we go. Yay. Good times. Good times. Cool. Okay. Well, hi. Welcome to the mess. Welcome. Welcome, one and all. Hi. I haven't been able to make a video. I don't know if you guys have noticed. Hi, everybody. I'm very quiet. Am I? I might just be mumbling. Can't hear me. Can you hear me now? Oh, that is pretty low, isn't it? I'm looking at my levels there. Did I put the wrong, Yeti? Yeah? Nope, that's the wrong thing. Oh no! Oh no!
Man, it's weird not seeing.
We're just gonna switch over to this while I fuck with my mic.
The super chat icon. I keep looking up, and I'm like, something's different. And it's like, it's not there, Rosee. Yeah, duh. So, hello, hello. Hey, chick. There's lots of chatter before I got here. No. Buddha, thank you so much. By the way, oh, okay. Hey.
Hey, can you guys hear me better now? Everybody's on time, yes. Can you guys hear me a little bit better now? I know you can double hear her. Let me get my headphones. Roz is on. Roz is on. Has she not changed clothes? It does not appear. No, she's wearing a t-shirt. She had a yellow dress on. Slightly better. Yes, yes. Okay, cool. I was trying to get my filters. That's what I was looking for. I might turn the expander off. That should make... Nope, that didn't do shit, did it? Wow, alright. I got nothing. I don't know why it's so quiet today. I'll just have to remember to, like, yell.
Demery, can I still call you Demery, girl? I actually like Jammy Witchy. That's cute. That's really cute. I like your username a lot. Let me see here. So yeah, lots of people in here. Highlight Pink and Buddha.
See if I can't get this set up a little bit better.
Demery, of course. Tam, Lauren. Scrolling. My apologies. Laganja, Shanja, Honey, Slay. Barbie Girl, Lily, Conchies, Carmela, hello, Crunchberry, Life, Hattie Tatty, Craft, Hamlet, Oasis, Good Life, Treason, Cassandra, Jessa, Tori, Marcy! Hey girl! Hey girl, good to see you. Lauren, Lisa, Mel's, Moose, Aliax, lots of names in here. Nightshade.
That's the right one.
Rosee, don't let this discourage you. You do amazing content. You didn't get many super chats or members. I mean, I disagree. I feel like I definitely, I've got more than many other people. So, I mean, if you look in the last month, yeah, I got like a lot of wish lists over that kind of stuff. But there's also just, I mean, I've been on YouTube for 2 years, so it kind of comes and goes in phases, right? So, yeah. Right. So, in case you missed the update, your girl was hit by the demonetized demon up here on the land of the YouTubes. So, you know, as I've said in the past, making an income on YouTube is a privilege. It is something that most people never get to do in their life. And it is something that I've been able to do now for probably over a year. And yeah, after like the last updates I gave you guys, I had a couple videos here and there that hit, they were like age restricted. One was removed and then I appealed it and they put it back up and age restricted it. But a lot of those videos, what was so like frustrating to me, was I was getting these not these appeals, excuse me. I was getting these hits or whatever, but wherever that they put the timestamp, one time the timestamp,
we're a little behind,
was the end of the video. Like the video length was like 22 minutes and 22 seconds, and it was literally like the last second of my outro.
She has been demonized, yes, as Shadow Mina pointed out. I'd go back and say hi to everybody, but we kind of jumped in, so we'll wait till she gets to a boring part, and then I'll do intros.
And then another one, it was just me talking about a random...
That burn looks like shit on her arm.
...topic that had nothing to do with food or certain behaviors, of which are the reason that this demonetization is happening.
Demonation.
Yeah, and I mean, does it blow? Obviously. Like, this is not fun nor fresh. We are not thriving. We are not jazzed about this. This is not...
Boy, I think Scar called that one.
You know, joyous occasion by any stretch of the imagination. Nor am I going to pretend that it's that way, right? But at the end of the day, it was a job, and jobs come and go. And I have done what I can do. I have appealed.
I have put my best bra on and made sure that everyone can see it.
And given what I know from what happened to Amber, from what's happening to other people on the internet.
But we don't talk to Amber.
the fact that it's even before today, before this happened.
Anna got demonetized? What? Oh hell, we may have to stop this altogether.
By the way, or no, I'm gonna stress that later. Sorry, I just got a notification and it distracted me. What was I gonna say?
Anna's demonetized?
I was talking about something and then my ADHD went. You know how it goes. Hold on, I need some water.
I need to suck on my sippy cup.
I forgot what the fuck I was saying, but anyway. YouTube is a job. Jobs come and go. I've done what I can, and based on what I'm seeing and all of that, and the fact that even before today, I saw a lot of talk about how other people in other communities are being very negatively impacted by the AI moderation that's going on YouTube's side. That's impacting a lot of people. Not just me. Like, this isn't just like Rose is a victim to me YouTube. That's not the situation here. Ultimately, they're making changes and enforcing things far more strictly than they ever have because they're dealing with a lawsuit among other social media platforms. And it's about, at the end of the day, money.
Tell us about how it's about money, Roz.
That's what it's about. And, even though I have...
Anna's not demonetized. I just checked. She still has the ability to get super thanks. So as far as I'm aware, that means she's still monetized. I know there's a website you can go to, but...
Not... It is
a sippy cup.
The content that was affected was all content that was about a year ago or older. The most recent piece of content that was ever impacted was one from 9 months ago that got removed. Other than that, all of my lives have remained untouched. The eating content has not been the issue, as far as I've known and seen.
So why are you demonetized?
So yeah, at the end of the day, my YouTube paycheck has been yoinked from me.
Anna is not demonetized. Sorry, no.
I was very excited because I did a decent month. I was, it was my birthday month. The birthday stream went really well. I had been grinding, and that's been taken from me. And it's not being paid out, even though I earned it. Bro, that blows. Let's just be real. So, but in the meantime, I am going to go ahead and I'm going to read the statement that I made. I'm just going to read it verbally for people who haven't seen the community tab post, who haven't gone and read it.
I was going to go read it.
Just to kind of cover some of the bases here. And then we'll talk a bit further about specific things. So.
Holy shit.
Let me...
Roz, shut up. Oh my god. Are you kidding? What the hell did they hit glitter and lasers for? Are we sure? Oh shit, really? What did they hit glitter and lasers for? I mean, I'm not trying to stand up for Anna, but she doesn't really do anything. Holy shit, Oz. Am I monetized? Hey, do me a solid. Whatever site this is, go tap my channel into this. I'm just curious. I know I'm monetized because they would tell me otherwise, but I'm just curious. Yeah, because somebody right here says Rosee's, somebody else on the Discord here. It's a very super secret Discord. It's not a secret Discord. But I don't want to say their Discord name. Yeah, how accurate are these? I'm just curious. That is true. Who just said that? View time. Candiva Penguin. I think I said your name wrong. Anyway, she might just have timed out. Her monetization may just have timed out. But let's go get caught back up with Rosee. I'm going to speed her up a little bit just so we can maybe get caught back up with her. Well, thank you, Marin Bell, for that. I appreciate that super sticker. Oh, thank you, Inga. Aw, thank you. Yeah, you think I'm good until you meet me in real life.
Does this work? I don't know. Okay, I'm not gonna try full screen. Never mind. So this is a text post that I made on Patreon. And the title of it is A New Era. So I'm gonna just be reading from my screen, and I will be looking. I haven't really been looking at the chat at all because I've been trying to remain focused. I've got a lot I need to verbally say to you guys.
That's what you were telling me, Mika.
So I'm gonna read this, and then we're gonna go. So, hello friends. Today, YouTube decided to demonetize my channel. It's pretty clear from everything that has been happening recently that YouTube's reliance on AI moderation is causing massive issues for many creators, and I'm simply one of them. As I've stated in the past on my YouTube channel, it is time to take these things in stride. I said I would pivot, and this is how I'm going to pivot. I've set up multiple ways to hopefully bridge the gaps if I do lose the appeal to YouTube. I have this Patreon page from when I was a fan of a podcast in 2014, so I'm thankful to have it to be able to set up for exclusive members-only content. So, to my supporters, I will have the time...
$7 at the base tier.
I will, for the time being, move forward to have all members exclusive content on Patreon. I will need a little time to look into how the platform works for everything to be set up completely. Honestly, the demonetization happened at like 2:17 p.m. and
Jules, not Jules. If you have to stay monetized after you've gotten monetization, you have to maintain view hours, and you have to publish videos within a 6-month period. And I don't know how shorts impact that video publishing timeline because I don't make shorts. I make videos. So I don't know. I think somebody explained it to me last time I asked this question. But Anna hasn't put out a long form video in several months at this point. Ozzy, you sent it to me on Discord. I am green. Oh, okay, cool. I was just wondering how accurate these things are because I know my channel's good because I know I'm making money. But I was just wondering how accurate the channel was because if it said I was demonetized, I would know it was incorrect is my point. Anyhow, my point being, if Anna didn't make a video within a certain amount of time and didn't have enough view hours, like both of those things have to happen, she could get demonetized just from inactivity effectively. Yeah, Shadow Mina. I saw the super thanks button for Anna.
I stopped working at like,
so I don't know what that means.
6:34. The entire time
Anna's never had memberships, so that's never been an issue for her.
Doing a lot of things.
There, gotcha.
What was I saying here?
Sorry, I keep interrupting. Hi, Marie. Hi, everybody. I didn't say hi to you.
From my quick review, I should be able to add my custom emojis, stream from my phone and laptop.
And I saw somebody join the undergrads at the very beginning, and welcome to the undergrads. Mwahaha.
Just like I did on YouTube for members-only content. I have created 3 tiers with different perks. Make sure to check those out. You also can check out my Patreon link to follow for free. You don't have to pay to follow on Patreon. There will be free updates, and my first live on Patreon will not be behind a paywall. So I highly recommend everyone go follow me over on Patreon because there will be members-only content as well as occasionally updates over there that will not be on my YouTube. So let me continue. Demonetization sucks, and it is not the end of the world. I have worked hard on...
If it's not the end of the world, why are you going to stop making content for YouTube then? You know?
My YouTube platform, and I'm going to continue to work on learning this platform, building a catalog, and hopefully having ways to engage more directly with you guys. Even if I lose the appeal.
Trimmer Hoffen, she's always been more active on TikTok. That's her biggest platform. So... But she makes more money on YouTube. Why, theoretically, I think she makes more money on YouTube. I don't actually know. Ozzy sent me a screenshot of whatever website that is y'all use. I know, Nikki T. Whatever website that is that y'all use to see if sites are monetized or not. And it does say that Anna's site is not monetized. But I was able to go to her videos and I could have sent a super thanks if I wanted. So I don't know what that means.
I'm confident reapplication will be approved. And if my confidence turns out to be delusion, then I'll find another way. In the meantime, this is obviously a very scary and uncertain time for me, my parents, and my brother, as my income is an important factor in our household. My link tree contains all of my pay links, merch site, Ko-Fi, this Patreon, and my new Cameo linked here.
Cameo.
Prior to the new wave of demonetization, I was planning to launch a Cameo in December after some time had passed from my merch launch.
$300 for a business Cameo.
I was undecided if I was going to do that because I felt like it would seem I was copying other creators in light of these changes, but at this point, I just need to do what's best for me.
Anna just can't do ads. She can still get supers. Huh. I don't know what that means. What does that mean? Why would you be able to get ads? Why would you be able to get supers but not ads? I don't know, man. I'm going to have to dig into the TOSs again. Shit's changed and I didn't pay attention.
I'll be happy to provide personalized video shoutouts, short tarot card pull readings, give advice on any situations you may be in, or answer any questions or requests you...
Oh god, don't let me forget to go grab my runes at the end of this. I'll do a reading for her, but my runes are in the other room. That's what I forgot to grab.
May have. Shout out to the person who's already purchased a cameo. Love you. I'm not going to say your first name, but like...
Weirdo.
Thank you. I'm excited to do your tarot card reading. Anyway.
Hey,
as always, it is never expected or mandatory of my supporters to financially support me. I never expect it from anyone. However, with this situation, I am in a very concerning...
I have it on good authority from one of your recently demodded mods that you do, so...
...a precarious position. I have already, 4 months now, been off and on looking for a job. I was already in the job hunting process before this event happened. Quite literally, my parents and I were having conversations about this yesterday. But I digress. What was I saying? The job hunting process before this event happened, but I knew it was a possibility. As we all know, the current job market is a hellscape. I also want the ability to save up for a car and such. I decided months ago and told my community I would not be
Yes, oranges. Business cameo is another word for that.
Discussing the status of my job hunting online because even the mere mention of it caused me to be bombarded every time I went live with whether or not I got a job. So just know I'm going to continue on that venture with even higher priority, with even higher levels of priority than prior, but I will not be providing job hunting updates until I've landed an actual at-home position.
What?
This is just a challenge I have to overcome and find ways to bridge the gap until I have steady income again. I believe in the power and the energy of the universe, and I believe the universe does things and causes disruptions to force growth when needed. I've been dragging my feet in some ways, and I'm going to choose to find the situation as a blessing in disguise. I love
dragging your feet like Frankenstein, man.
YouTube and content creation for the love of the game. My frequency of YouTube content will have to change simply because we live in a capitalistic society and I need money to live. So while I may pop on YouTube from time to time, I will be experimenting with different content options here on Patreon and getting feedback from my members in the process. I really, truly hope to see you here. So, we pivot, bitches. That's what we're gonna do. And
if you didn't give a shit about money, you would continue to make these fucking videos over here on YouTube for out money. There was a sentence there. Because you wouldn't care. She dry begs enough as it is anyway.
Honestly, like, I haven't even really cried about it, which I just didn't expect. I'm definitely not manic. I don't deal with mania. I'm motivated. That's definitely it.
Are you sure?
It's something where, it's this might sound a little dramatic, but to me, it's do or die. Like, I've got two choices. I can fucking work.
Yeah, you could do that. You could totally do that.
And figure out what's going to work for me. Or I can lay down and cry about it and bitch about it and play victim, and I'm not doing that. So,
so hard you
Rosee, are you going to continue to go live on YouTube for non-members, or will you content be exclusively on Patreon and behind a paywall moving forward? It is going to be a mix of the two. So, at this point, I already did appeal. And so at this point, I was planning to do the live with my brother tomorrow. I've decided that I'm pushing that one more week because I need a little time to start getting some balls rolling. I need to commit time to job hunting. Sorry, that takes priority to decorating gingerbread houses. It just does. Sorry. If you're disappointed by that, I do apologize.
Apparently, Ollie Foodie is the last girl standing. Has anybody checked Foodie? Because somebody said that, shoot. The nice one. Candy. Fuck, what is her actual... Hungry Fat Chick. Somebody said Hungry Fat Chick actually got demonetized, but she was just like, I'm just going to move everything over to my adult site. And it's like, I mean, when you never hide the fact that you do that in the first place, I mean, what doesn't matter then, does it? So, you know, like I said, everybody kind of mostly likes Candy. I don't really hear a lot of people say negative things about her, beyond the fact that she is, you know, dying. I'm not sorry for this pause face, by the way. And I don't know where. So has anyone checked on Foodie? How the hell is she the last girl standing? Like, how is she the last one voted off the island? She is Queen of Girl World. I mean, shit. All right.
Apologize, but there are people that bought those gingerbread houses for us, and I'm still going to make that content. It's something I promised. It's something I still want to make Christmas content. I'm not going to put that behind a paywall because I'm not going to force the people that helped pay for that to have to also pay to watch it. So they feel that that's very unfair. Now, I just feel that it's very important that I be very transparent about all of this, that I'm upfront and honest. So ultimately,
So tell me, Roz, how does it feel to know that your shit got taken down before Chantel's? I just want to know, what does it feel like that YouTube thinks your shit's more egregious than Chantel's? What kind of self-reflection is that going to cause you to have? Because if YouTube came over to my channel and was like, nah, bitch, we're shutting your shit down, but Chantel over here she's gold, I would be like, you know what? I have a lot of self-reflecting to do. Because if that woman can walk away scot-free and my stuff is somehow toxic, I gotta go. I'm just saying.
Honestly, of course
These
I'll
two
apply
more
again
in
in
the
90
red
days.
flag.
That's not even a question. Because whether or not I do or don't get a job in that time frame, which fucking...
There is that. Chantel always gets away with everything. Yeah, she's... Chantel's and cockroaches. Ooh, she's possessed. Chantel and cockroaches. That's what's going to exist after the bombs drop.
Pray to God I do. God, I hope I do. I will still want the supplemental YouTube income to help, like, save up for a car and stuff. So,
Save up for a car.
yeah, and then I also realized, like it was like literally yesterday, I was scrolling on TikTok, and
You should probably stop doing that. I'm just saying.
this girl popped up, and she was like, by the way, like, let this
Did she pop? Poof! Sorry.
be your notice
I'm
or
a
your
little
warning.
hyper.
If you're gonna decorate gingerbread houses, just use a hot glue gun. And I was like, that's fucking genius.
Actually, IKEA is selling something right now. I forget what it's called. Food glue or gingerbread glue or something specifically for gingerbread houses. And I think I need to go pick it up because last year when I made gingerbread houses, they all fell apart because I used icing and the icing was not the right kind of icing.
So I could do everything in one live. And my brother has a hot glue gun.
That's a visual.
And then we could do everything in one live and then like use the icing just for decoration. So yeah, I mean at this point, obviously like I was really depending on that check moving forward. If you feel inclined to support me, I'm gonna just one more time kind of round up how that can be done.
Give me money.
Obviously the most direct way and like
Is to give me money.
quickest
All the money. She's just like, I just need her to have little dollar signs. I need the dollar sign eyeball filter. I just need that on her face at all times. Anytime she's talking, I just need like that and just periodically the little cash register sound in the background. Cha-ching, cha-ching. The best way to support me, cha-ching, is to just cha-ching, donate to the cha-ching. That's all I need from life.
way of supporting me is I have pay links available. Everything's in the description. I set everything up in the description, specifically to
all the ways that you can give me money. I don't know if you guys know, but you could support Roz by giving her money.
I have what is it? PayPal, Cash App, Venmo.
Give me money.
I also have a Kofi.
Kofi, give me money.
I don't know how to pronounce that. That website I just kind of have set up honestly as like a tipping page if people don't have
because you can tip me on top of giving me money.
Those options for any reason, but
we live in a capitalistic society, you guys. The evil AI capitalistic society that is trying to take away my only source of income that supports me, my brother, my mother, and my father, who all three have jobs. And my name is not on this house in any way, shape, or form, but my income is the only thing that keeps this house standing. You should give me money. Why, thank you, Allie, for giving me money. God bless.
Again, I don't expect people to just directly do handouts if they're not inclined to. That's not something that
Give me money.
I expect from anyone.
Bless.
So the next best option is I have
The sales pitch has not changed. You guys don't have to give me money, but give me money.
obviously the Patreon setup, the cameos, which I think are really fun, and it was something I was really looking forward to doing.
Of course she thinks they're fun. You're literally paying her to make a video of her talking. How is that different than right now?
It's just really unfortunate.
Oh, welcome to the Interns Chronicles of Chris. Excellent. Mwahaha. Hey, if you guys want good cooking content, Ozzy and Chronicles of Chris. Go check them out. Also, ironically, Chronicles of Chris is where this one gets her hand pain from.
That I had to do it in this circumstance because I was honestly thinking about rolling out like in the next like week or two. Could you upload your old videos to other platforms? Probably. In fact,
thank you.
Once the
Thank you, Idiot Witch. Memberships are also a fun way to give Tiny Blue money. Yes, and you know, I try to do nice things for my members. I better at it some days than others. Oh my God, have mental health and Big Black Brit. Welcome to the interns and the undergrads. Mwahaha. Woma. Give this to Rosie's. Don't give this. Thank you, Woma. I need to start liking these. Come back. I'm terrible at this. Wait, stop. Got it that time.
appeal situation that's figured out, I'm going to need to figure out how to rip videos off of my YouTube, and I think I will re-upload them behind the Patreon paywall. I may have to completely clear out my catalog of past videos, kind of like how Amber did, for me to be remonetized. Correct, Katie. I will not be
Shadow Mina, welcome to the undergrads. Mwahaha. Well, welcome back, I think.
paid for anything. I was, like I said, I was quite proud of my paycheck that I earned, and I'm not, I mean, unless I guess I win the appeal. I think if I win the appeal, I'll get paid, but the reality is I'm not expecting to win the appeal, guys. I'm just not. I'm being realistic with this.
I mean, if Amber didn't win hers, I don't know why Quirky would win hers. Though, okay, to be fair, though, I started going through my content trying to find out if any of my stuff was getting, trying to see if any of my stuff was getting hit, and I just was missing the notifications. None of my videos have been restricted, but I was noticing that a good chunk of my lives are getting restricted, and I don't actually, that doesn't bother me. It doesn't, because I'm a little bit more flippant in these, and I'm kind of surprised any of them. But so I noticed that the lives are getting limited or age restricted. I'm not getting notified that happens. So I don't know, because I was going through my emails trying to figure out where the notifications are getting sent telling me that they're restricting the lives, but it doesn't actually matter that much to me. But my videos are not getting hit. A couple of my shorts have, but again, like, the lives and the shorts just aren't that big of a deal for me. It's just curious that I have gone into my catalog and seen that the little icon has changed color from green to yellow, and I can click on it and it'll tell me it's restricted. Ooh, Una, yeah, we were talking about Anna getting demonized. But we can still send super thanks, so we're trying to figure that one out. Or at least I am, because I have 2 brain cells. But anyway, so my video videos are not getting hit. But I'm curious if other content creators who have been making content on Amber especially for longer, I'm wondering, I'm just curious if their older content maybe is getting hit. I'm just curious. But like, what the hell are we doing here to get hit with demonetization though?
So
spam folder. Ooh, I didn't think about that one, Des. Or diary.
I think the reason I'm so okay is I live a life where I have the stability to know that in a month or 2, I'm not going to be on the streets. It will make our life exponentially more difficult.
I just got done taking her interview from the We're All Insane Here, I think is the name of the podcast. The 2 fucking hour interview. That poor host. Just got done taking that interview and breaking her trauma story down from the age of 6 until the age of 31, which I think is how old she was when she did that interview. You guys, it's just non-stop. It's just literally non-stop. And the only reason I'm bringing this up is because of the whole like homelessness thing that she just got done talking about, or because that's one of her 33 varieties of trauma that she goes through. Can we start a fund to buy Rosee a proper shirt? We can try. Indigo. I don't know if she'll wear it.
and if I don't get resolutions within a certain time frame, then there may be cause for concerns. But I have time.
You get a job. You've had jobs before. You, unlike the other girls and Anna, can work. You can get work
To figure this out. So
bit by bit.
I cannot stress this enough. I love YouTube, and I'm part of YouTube for the love of the game. I say that phrase a lot because I feel like it just summarizes how I feel.
But if I'm not going to get a paycheck, I'm not going to put content here. Okay, cool.
I don't want to abandon my platform entirely. You guys...
Kay says, I didn't know who Rosee was when I watched the Insane podcast. It was the only video I couldn't make it through. She's off-putting and insufferable.
Have supported me through so much. And I'm speaking to my audience right now. I know there's a lot of lurkers here right now. A lot of people watching with other types of intention that I'm just not even acknowledging. But
or sniping.
To my supporters, I want you to know that I value what you have done for my life, and I'm not going to just abandon you because YouTube's yoinked my check.
She's not even paying
I have to be logical.
Neither am I.
I have to understand that, like, money talks, and money keeps me fed, money keeps the lights on, money keeps the Wi-Fi going, money keeps the cell phone on, you know? So, does Patreon still limit how much long you can stream? I don't know. I don't know.
What?
Didn't know there was a thing.
What happened?
1 second.
What? I'm sorry, I was singing. What happened? Shit, what happened? She found a reason to get on her computer and ignore her chat further?
Oh, thank God. Oh, there is no limit to how long a single live stream can be on Patreon, as creators can stream up to 12 hours at a time. But they are limited to a total of 100 hours of media storage per month across all live streaming and video uploads. Okay. Well, that should be okay, because if I'm doing YouTube and Patreon, that should be fine. Yeah. That should be fine. But that means I might have to, well, yeah, I could slow roll out the re-uploads.
So she's just going to use Patreon for members only stuff is what I'm hearing. Is that what I'm to be understanding here?
Of the removed content from YouTube. This is all in the works. I've been demonetized for only like 5 hours.
So we did find out she was demonetized before she found out. It's a punny nickname for my real name, which is Odessa. Odessa's a really good name.
We're figuring it out.
Diary, you're just a cool person. It's fine.
So, yeah.
12 hours of Rosee. She's done like 6-hour streams before.
And like I said in my statement, I am, and have been, job hunting. I'm going to
type 1 in the chat if you think she's been job hunting. Type 2 if you think she's full of shit.
To continue to not talk about the details of that, though. Yeah, Charlotte, late, but YouTube's on thin ice with me personally. Yeah, highly recommend you watch the replay if you guys are coming in mid-live, and I'm gonna probably say that a few times. Do I still have moderators in the chat? Chantal is weirdly lucky. You are correct. Like, I will say that. I was talking to I can't say
I see how long the delay is between here and the chat. All those
Rosee,
twos come
shut
rolling
the fuck up. I was talking to somebody and we both
She got fired from a work from home job for not showing up.
both were like, I can't believe she's still monetized. It's crazy. But I also heard it seems like Hungry Fat Chick might have actually been impacted too. It's a little unclear though.
Her chat is really slow. I have it on live chat too. Oh, no, I don't have it on top chat. How did that happen? All right, hang on. Fixing things. Where's Kim when I need her? All right, there we go. Never mind. Her chat's still super slow.
But, yeah, see, I thought that if you, I was misinformed. I thought if you privated it, that was what you were supposed to do.
Did you read the TOS?
I didn't know you had to delete it.
I don't think you did.
Foodie's name is Chantal, yes. So what happened to your thoughts about people just showing up to YouTube for a paycheck? Did you listen to anything I just said?
Who wrote that?
So, now, I think that basically covers it for now. You guys, when I am live on YouTube,
God damn it,
there's
somebody
probably
erased
going to
it,
be
didn't
an
they?
increase. Wait, is she really Bob's Burgers? Is that like a confirmed thing, or is that just speculation?
God damn it.
Oh, Hungry Fat Chick still has ads? Oh, okay.
Oh, hang on, we're behind.
Yeah.
I forget we're behind.
Yeah, I'm not surprised that there's this. I mean, I'm not surprised there's this many viewers. This is like a kind of a dramatic moment. Because what I wish more people could like get clicked in their heads is like the eating content isn't the problem. My lives are not the problem. Oh, okay, gotcha.
They deleted it, motherfuckers.
That's not the
the
issue.
worst.
The issue is the conversations around disordered behaviors with food. Would you consider just moving members only content? I don't even know if I can access members only content to Patreon and keeping your normal live schedule on YouTube. No, that doesn't make sense, because if it's just recycled content, that's not going to incentivize people to want to join. I'm sorry, guys. Like, I know that this impacts you, right? But I
Done modding. Who did she unmod?
I have to
I gotta speed this up. Again.
prioritize me and my family above everything else. And
stop talking.
I know, and I haven't talked about it in almost a year, Hamlet. I've considered. I don't know enough about Twitch yet. That, guys, this is where like I said, this happened 5 hours ago. This is just what I've come up with in 5 hours. Give me a couple days. Give me some time to. I am on TikTok. I'm Quirky Rose on TikTok. I actually did film a TikTok because I had a little thought that I decided to go ahead and share over there.
Does she have any mods left?
Let's see.
Now?
Who's here right now? All right. If you're not one of my regular chatters. Oh, that's a good point, Mom. My mom just texted me. Okay, so this is if you're not one of my regular chatters, you don't even need to respond to this request. I do want to possibly mod somebody right now, though.
She has no mods anymore.
If you're interested in being modded, you can go ahead and state that. But if you're not,
Ooh, cool. I was wondering if you were gonna go back to recording videos.
The chat's a little overwhelming me right now, so I'm trying to. Wait, was that actually Kai Bella being in here? That's weird.
The Kai Bella?
Light Pink, would you like to be a mod? Ooh, Abby, you're a mod automatically. You're actually gonna be a managing mod. I've known you forever.
I don't know if you want to make Light Pink a mod.
Okay, Light Pink, I'm modding you.
This is why you have
Alex, I'm modding you for sure. Okay.
What happened to Demi? Demi changed their name. Demi's name is Jammy Witch now, or something like that.
Thank you, Shona.
Oh, thank you.
Demery, I think that they were talking about someone else. Treason is a normal chatter. I unblock. If I'm wrong and they continue, you can reblock them. But I think you might have misinterpreted that comment. Why would anyone want to encourage any creator to be demonetized? It's like hoping people will get fired from their job because that's what it is. What do you like the person or not? Don't destroy their lives. Yeah. I mean, to be quite frank, I haven't done anything egregious. So, let me see. You're good, Demery girl.
Prissy Hippie, yeah, I hope Zachary Michael does a funeral for her too, yeah. I still haven't watched his funeral for ALR. I got busy. It was the holidays.
I'm not in all chat even. Oh my god. Okay, I was like, what's happening here? Yeah, I was saying that earlier. It all started with Eugenia, yeah.
Yes, it's Eugenia's
How did that person get blocked? I'm trying to find their original comment because I know that person is a supporter.
I think Mommy is in everybody's chat that is a hater.
I can't find the original comment.
It'd be pretty funny if her mom was a hater. That'd be amazing.
I am connected to her on
so
Twitter,
also
so
she's just deputizing random people in her chat. People she thinks she recognizes. Hey, Hellfire, there you are. Sometime near her channel losses the stabby myth mode ever.
Alright. So if you're just here for like the tea, the drama of all the demonetization stuff,
Hellfire. I've
pretty much summarized that at this point. I don't think I've missed anything.
Oh, light
This is
pink
horrible, and
bomb.
you're handling it so well. Thank you,
Secret,
Thiago.
that's what I thought.
But if Foodie actually deleted, I guess, and not private, that's the thing, is the private content wasn't getting struck. So I'm just confused about that. Oh, this is a sugar-free strawberry lemonade. It's very good.
You guys type a 1 if her
personal
sound
business
is
manager
okay.
meeting.
I know I
I'd love to
keep
know that.
talking over it.
I think you'll get the appeal. If not, YouTube might face a class action lawsuit in January. This is unprecedented and all over AI. Yeah, honestly, Crab Life for sure.
Guys, all right, look, I understand that AI is running the algorithm that's catching the girls and other channels. It's just impacting us because we cover the girls and the girls are Girl World, obviously. It's catching other people as well for other things. The TOS has always been no self-owie. Right? Okay, she's good. All right. So that's the deal. The problem is YouTube's just now enforcing their rules. The self-owie thing has always been in play. All right? I don't know why my sound is low today. I really don't know. And I'm afraid to touch the mic at this point because then it'll just screw everything up. Zachary Michael ignoring her would be devastating. Yes, that would be amazing. But also, I would really enjoy the funeral, so. Torn. Just torn. And also, the AI has been running the YouTube algorithm for a long time. So I don't know what this one's bitching about, other than she learned the word AI and now she's decided it's the devil. She doesn't know squat about it. She clearly doesn't pay attention to TOS. She's been violating TOS since she started this fucking mukbang channel of hers. Like, she doesn't know what she's talking about. That's evidently clear. She's been violating things after being warned to stop violating them. And now it's finally biting her in the ass. But instead of taking personal responsibility for it and being like, oh, maybe I fucked up. No, now she's going to go blame the AI because she can. And it removes responsibility from her. And she knows there's enough people out there who are going to be like, oh my God, the AI's vile. Cool. I'm not going to argue with you one way or the other. But the reality of the situation is she's still creating content that violates TOS. Whether the AI's catching it or not, her content violates TOS. It always has. Anyway.
Thank you, Angela.
Hey,
Thank you,
Rowan,
yeah.
here.
I appreciate that, hon. 1 second.
Yeah, Lori, excellent point. What gets me is how the girls feel like they are entitled to a YouTube career. Yeah. Fem says, nuh-uh, she knows every term she knows the term generative AI and definitely knows that that's the worst kind. Uh-huh. That's why she used it to make her resume.
Man, what a day. I've been just like go going. I need to eat. I haven't eaten since like before lunchtime.
Sorry, Mike. I may have to turn my light off.
What am I doing? Oh, right.
I followed a guy that posts content and vlogs. And back in 2016, 2017, there was an issue with monetization with people playing games and contents like Skyrim, GTA, etc. Yeah, I remember when gaming content was very first getting started and people were worried about it being copyright infringement. Yeah, I'm old. But yeah, I remember that, especially with the music in the game.
Very supportive. We talked on the phone. We're going to hang out tomorrow night. I'm going to go over to her.
Clearly that's cleared up because now we have massive gaming channels, but maybe it's Cluster B says, that's what I've been saying. Self-harm has always, God damn it, I said it out loud, was always against TOS. Yeah, this isn't the changes. If anything, YouTube went in and clarified what they mean by that. So now it's even more clear what they mean.
Play somewhere and watch some movies. So I'm gonna spend the day job hunting tomorrow and then spend my night doing that. I'm actually really looking forward to it. I do forget to eat a lot. I think it's an
Bye, Cloak on Cloak. Thanks for stopping by. And again, hi everybody that I didn't say hi to. I apologize.
ADHD thing. I was very hyper focused. And I got tunnel vision. I was like editing I was like just doing a bunch of admin work. Like, oh, by the way, everything's in the description. I've restructured.
Send me money. It was flagged because it was violent. Oh, And yes, before that was the copyright. Yeah, well, obviously they figured, and I think if the games are too violent, they still get hit, depending. Because I watched some horror game reviewers, and actually there's a couple guys that I watch who play games, and sometimes they have to fuzzy things out because it's a little too violent, even for YouTube. But oh hey, that's a credit card. I should probably find a home for that. A home that isn't there. I'm not apologizing for that either. Her burn looks like hell, dude. It does not look like it's healing. Femmarie, YouTube's just acting out because it got sued. Yeah, pretty much. Blob, but just for the views. Bloob, but just for the views. Okay. Hello. Yeah, smoking and vaping, I suppose. I don't know why. I don't know why those don't get hit. I don't know.
Structured my description every time I go live. All my links are very accessible in there. I am gonna make today's mac and cheese. Buddha, no.
You'll take my credit card.
So, in case you've missed some of my past lives, I met someone on Thanksgiving. We've hung out a few times now. And you might want to watch those lives. But the TLDR is, she's really lovely. And
well, Fuzzy, that's why there's the appeal process, and I'm also concerned that that's what's going to end up happening. But again, I think that's why the appeals process exists. And I think that's why people like this one doesn't pass the appeals, because she does make content that does violate TOS. Whereas somebody who just is getting flagged because they look like they're violating TOS, I think they hopefully in a perfect world, after a human review, which is what's supposed to happen, somebody with a human pair of eyes and a functioning brain should be able to go, okay, no, that's not what's happening. But, you know, perfect world and all that. Except snail mail checks. Does she? No, because then she'd have to give her address out. Rosee just said she will have so much more time to touch grass. Yes, well, she's got to bend over to do it. So, she has untreated diabetes. She probably heals slower, but she would probably... Why do they all eat mac and cheese so much? I mean, to be fair, it's mooch. I would eat mac and cheese too, but I can't have the noodles anymore.
Yeah. And I have a lot to be happy for. I have not written off Twitch, by the way, guys. Like I just don't understand the platform well enough. And like fair. Patreon is, I think for me, it's like more easily accessible in terms of like how the user face setup is, like for YouTube with members versus Patreon and members. So
she just thinks she can make more money on Patreon, which is why she started off her lowest tier at $7 fucking.
Yeah. I need to go to my DMs.
I really don't know, Fuzzy Buzzy, if this means that mukbangs are gonna go away as a genre on YouTube. I really don't. Because, I mean, where are they going to draw the line between content of legit mukbangs and things like the eating competition girl that I like to watch, Keely Eats Kilos, I think is the name of the channel. I'm pretty sure I said the wrong name. But then, like, not to single anybody out, but I mean, like, cooking channels like Ozzy's. I mean, are those going to get hit next? Where's the line going to be drawn? You know, are we going to lose cooking content altogether? So I've heard bad things about Twitch as being a platform. Are you for real? Are you seriously sitting on your fucking computer and ignoring your goddamn chat?
Great way to support me and for me to be able to do something for you in return.
Give me money.
I really appreciate it.
She knows how to hustle, Laurel. I'll give her that.
This live is kind of crazy. The chat's kind of crazy. So,
I'm just going to ignore you guys because I don't want to deal with it.
If you feel that you were incorrectly blocked, if you can email me, preferably with a screenshot on your YouTube profile link, I'll deal with it later. But for the most part, I think my mods are doing great. But there's a lot happening, and
she
they're
doesn't
doing
have
their best.
A single mod talking right now.
Let's see.
Actually, I think I might have.
Yes, I will be
chat
coming on.
frozen.
Probably more than you guys may be giving me credit for, to be fair. And it also may be one of those things where I'll come on YouTube and chat for a little bit, and then I'll switch over to Patreon, just to kind of like check in, and so that way I'm not completely gone. Hi, Jessica. Oh, really? That's an interesting message.
Mirror.
Okay, I have to fix that then. All right, fixed.
Ouch.
So, it's gonna probably take me a while to make this baked mac and cheese. So, real quick, I'm gonna just eat a little bit of my leftover. I'm calling it like chicken queso taco soup or taco chicken queso soup. I don't know. I threw some shit in the crock pot. Came out pretty good. I'm gonna eat a little bit of this with some chips just so I have food in my body, because it's been at least 8 hours since I've eaten. And the mac and cheese is probably gonna take, I don't know, an hour to 2 hours, and I can't wait that long.
What happened?
Which is fairly easy to learn. I think so. Yeah, it's just gonna be a learning curve. You know, it's just gonna be a learning curve, and we'll see how that goes.
Yami's still missed.
But yeah. Well, I'm just gonna kind of have to see what works for me, what I have success with. All right, Carmela, thank you so much. Yeah, you know, I can't let this get me down. I call it slap in a pot. Yeah, slap in a pot. God, it is what it is. Yeah.
Touche.
Yeah. You're handling this with such dignity and grace. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I was the second cameo request. I can't wait for the tarot reading. Gabe, thank you so much.
The fuck?
Yeah, I removed it. And she knows why. So, I was informed of why I had to do that. Alright, let's get going.
This is what happens when I'm not caught up on the
shit,
chat.
Fucking damn it! Fuck! Okay, alright. Let me just get something to eat really fast. And then, oh,
I'm ignoring the chat, sorry.
I definitely need the noodles and the evaporated milk.
Yeah, before I found out what kind of person she was. What are we talking about? I'm nosy, and the chat won't go up any further.
Okay. Ah, here it is. Okay. I also need to eat because obviously demonetizing derailed my original plans for the day a little bit. So I need to clean up a little bit, which I was supposed to do before I went live. I simply just didn't have the fucking time. So it was kind of crazy because I was like, my original itinerary for the day was just have a relaxing morning, watch a little something, rest a little bit, from my walk yesterday and the day before. Just have like it was like a chill few hours, you know, time frame. Ate a little bit. I feel kind of sleepy, so I was like, you know, I was gonna take a short little nap. I napped for like an hour, 2 tops, and then I woke up, like, and my phone's always on vibrate. So
she was muted for a whole 5 minutes. Yeah.
Like, I mean, and even then, like, a lot of my notifications are silenced, even, like, without vibration. But I woke up, like, within the minute of getting the notification that, I was demonetized. Crazy timing. So I was like,
Jennifer, I saw that.
What the fuck? First thing I did was sit there for a second and just kind of, like, process it. I was just kind of like, how do I feel about this? Like, what am I going to do?
She is panicking.
Yeah. I'll go to the chat real quick.
I mean, maybe if you didn't ignore your chat to begin with, I'm saying, Look, I want the chat, and then I want, what do I want? How do I want this to work? That's how I want it to work. I hate when she just stares blankly at the screen like that, because I can't tell if the camera's froze up or
Wait,
not.
who else? I only unmodded one person.
Who'd you unmod? Who was it?
Well, today.
Who? There should be an app for content creators of
I've
different
done
sizes
a lot of
for biodiversity.
Like different spiritual work. I've talked about it a bit in the past. I've just not like outright charged for it before. I've done readings and had people like tip me after. But I included in Cameo the option if you want a tarot reading from me, we can do it that way. Yeah, no, sorry, I was trying to collect my thoughts. I'm not used to the chat being this intense, so I'm not going to discuss what kind of jobs I'm considering or things like that for safety reasons. I will not be discussing my job hunt online. Period. Even like on Patreon. Like I'm not doing it. All right. So the cavatappi, mozzarella, Kobe jack cheddar. We'll have to do the seasonings, and then butter, flour. Flour's over there. Heavy cream, Dijon mustard, milk. I already said the noodles. Okay. You do tarot too. That's awesome. Yeah. I also have.
Yami's weirdness is always welcome in this chat because it's weird.
pendulums. I could probably add that. I just didn't add that to the listing. I could also do pendulum.
My brother walked in and she was just staring at the computer and she says she is yeah, well,
like readings as well, which I actually have more experience with pendulums, and I'll use pendulums to get clarifiers on tarot card readings. So
your problem with the pendulums is you're fucking bad at it and you suck. I wish I had something over here I could use as a pendulum to show you how to properly do a pendulum. Mind you, I don't actually put a lot of weight behind pendulums because I know how they work, but yeah. Do I know where my pendulum is? Give me a second. Let me turn my I'm gonna let the babysitter run while I go find my pendulum real fast.
oh yeah, we're gonna make the Teeny's mac and cheese. So yeah. We need a black chef hat with gold lettering. Levi? My chef hat's somewhere over there. Okay. Rosie, pause. You need to eat first. That'll help you focus, honestly. This is, like, surprisingly good. I mean, Levi's not going to be emotionally impacted by this. This is, like, you know, a me issue. He's just kind of like, I just told him what happened. He's kind of like, okay. Like, my brother is just, he's just a guy that keeps to himself and does his own thing. And, yeah. I mainly want the chicken anyway. I can save some of this for later. Hey, Mayow. Yes. I just need to eat a little something. And while I'm heating this up, I'll start picking up a few things too. Okay. This can go here. I got some stuff I need to put away from last night. Okay. You know, people give me a lot of shit for buying stuff like in larger quantities and bulk and stuff. Trying to be like prepared or whatever. But then life throws you moments like this. And it really makes you realize that those types of, that type of mentality can really come in clutch. And, yeah, man. I'm kind of really glad that, I mean, I was actually just thinking earlier today before the demonetization hit, I was, like, concerned, about, what was it? I was concerned about, I need to throw this away.
What?
I was thinking about, like, oh, I need to fill, like, this hole or that hole in my pantry or whatever, you know? But, like, even without those things, like, I'm still gonna be fine. And it's in moments like this where my family and I, we just lean on each other. So, we'll get
You're not destitute.
through it. And, it's all gonna be okay. Oh my god. Thank you so much for whoever just sent me the cash out. I appreciate you. I'm not saying your name for obvious reasons. Oh, this needs to go outside. Oh, both of these need to go out to the dirty laundry. Oh, I haven't gotten an update about the, whatchamacallit yet. Listen here, motherfucker. The washing machine. I need to ask my brother about the washing machine.
Alright. Nope, don't do it.
Oh, I need to move the
Where's
blender
my chat? Where's my chat?
out of the way.
Paper clips. Oh my god, what happened?
But yeah. The fun part is, well, I'm gonna have to debate if I'm gonna end up playing music in some of these streams now or not. Because when I'm being reconsidered for monetization, I need to take that into account. Alright. That is now in the donation pile. These.
Did something happen? I'm so sorry.
And then this can get hung up here.
What happened while I was gone? I'm so sorry. What happened? I didn't mean to leave you and scar you. I'm sorry. I just wanted to go get something to show you how a pendulum worked. Oh, God. Apparently, yes. She's freaking out. Yeah, she's freaking out, yeah. She tried feeding us. Yes, well. Open up and say, Glitter and lasers was also demonetized. Apparently, yeah. At least partially. Alright, Right. So a pendulum, because this annoys me. Her pendulum skills are absolute shit, by the way. Have I mentioned that? Right. Why can't you hear me? I am right on top of this fucking... Did it get changed? I think it did. Hang on. Nope. You should be able to hear me. Like, that should be the... Better. I'm turning up the gain. If you hear too much background noise, let me know. Anyway, I turned up the gain a little bit. Yeah, apparently glitter got demonetized. Microphone action up. Hopefully that's not too bad. Anyway, when she does her stupid pendulum, she just uses like an actual necklace, and she which is fine, but she uses it on both strings, and so it's wrong. It's wrong is what you should do. Anyway, so you just want to use one string, and you want to use a pretty long string actually, and normally you want to have your elbow rested, because the goal is to not move your arm, which if you ever watch her use a pendulum, she's like, I'm going to use my pendulum. Let me lean back. I'm going to use my pendulum. Oh, look, guys, it's saying no. It's like, you can clearly see that you're moving your arm, Roz. So, theoretically. So, if I had a surface here. There we go. All right, you want it to be steady. Now, hopefully you won't see me do it, but with a pendulum, you, see, I'm gonna see if I can't get it to rock back and forth from the camera. And so you're like, all right, tell me which way is gonna be yes. Which direction's yes and, for yes. So, right, so I've got it rocking towards the camera, back and forth from the camera as my yes, all right? I'm going to have it zero out. And now I'm going to have it rock back and forth from the microphone as my no, right? And now I want it to just kind of do a circle. There we go. Can I get a bigger circle? Can I get a great big circle? That would be amazing. All right, come back. Bring it back down. Right. All right. Hopefully you didn't see my hand moving too much. But that's the problem with pendulums. They're really easy to control if you know what you're doing. With Roz, you could see her hand moving because she's either got a very unsteady hand or she's incredibly bad at fooling you. If I could have a prayer answered, it would be for YouTube to get rid of Top Chat. Amen. Pendulum works from unconscious muscle movements based on your thoughts. Yes, basically. So, if one has tremors, you can game the fate by asking the right questions. Pretty much, yeah. Hello, Technicolor. That's why, when it comes to things like cards and that kind of stuff, I'm more into the cards and stuff because there's at least randomization there. The pendulum is really easy to control.
Oh, seasoning goes right there. Uh-huh.
She was trying to show a result and the fan was blowing. And then there's that. You probably don't want to do it directly into the fan.
It's a very dramatic week, guys. We need to fucking chill. I'm excited about tomorrow night now, actually.
Oh, you're welcome, Jennifer. Hope it's interesting.
I'm gonna have so much time to touch grass now. Love it. Very excited about that, actually. This goes over there.
Yeah, but if I can control Cluster B, if I can control it completely,
then,
I can make it say what I want it to say.
Wipe down sesh. Uh-huh. And then, yeah, sorry guys.
Yeah, I didn't realize.
I had plans to do everything I just did before I went live, but you know, shit happens. So,
she is sped up, by the way. If she seems particularly
Oh, I made a protein shake. And y'all know I don't really fuck with like drinking milk. So when you make like protein shakes and stuff, if you add some sugar-free pudding powder to it, one, it adds like an additional nice flavor. And two, it thickens it. And it makes it much more into like a consistency of a milkshake versus like a protein shake. But you digress. Yes. So I made a protein shake. That's not a do-rag, it's a chef's hat. See, I haven't like fixed it. No, cold brew. I got it in the mod department. You look like ketchup and mustard, kinda, yeah. That's funny. Okay. Oh my god, like, so I hopped on Reddit because like I avoid like any places that normally talk about me, but when something this big happens, I get posted in other places. First thing I saw was a poster about me, and I was like, oh Lord.
Bitch, all you do is spend time on Reddit.
Let me like catch the vibe.
You have literal sock accounts that do nothing but post on Reddit. Who was it? Nikki that had the big. I think it's Nikki on Nikki T's channel. There's no sound to it, but there's just like a whole like 10-minute video. I think it is. It's a long ass video of just all of the posts that this dumbass has posted, pretending to be somebody else, talking about Zachary Michael, ALR, and talking about herself in the third person. And the one thing I saw that made me kind of go like, was be like something to the, someone saying something to the effect of like, oh, she's gonna go back to OnlyFans now. And I want to make it very clear, I'm gonna be dead on the street before I go back to OnlyFans. So, yeah. So everybody keep your eye out for OnlyFans next week. The ankle has had crazy tarot readings for the girls. Yeah, I've heard that ankle has good tarot readings.
Very clear.
I like it when Kicking Geese does hers.
That is a part of my history that's never happening again. So, of course, there's I'm gonna need to look into the settings because I don't want it to change the price. Right now, I'm of the mind of unlimited cameos, babe. I will make as many cameos as y'all want. Yep. You said ketchup and mustard. I was thinking Ronald McDonald. Nice.
You look like a ketchup mustard monster.
I'm not sure exactly if she's gonna have to post stuff. I don't know. But
what are we talking about?
Like peace and love to Amber. I'm more worried about my channel right now. I wish her success and
guys, it's about me. You know what? She probably is wired. And you know why she's excitedly wired right now? Because now she doesn't have to like force Amber's demonetization to be about her. Now she doesn't have to force someone else's demonetization to be about her. Now it is about her. Now she really is the center of attention for demonetization because now it really is happening to her. Nikki says, tonight I think tonight we might go over the tarot reading that random lady gave her and she said was so accurate and see if we spot any hints. Oh, that might be entertaining. I don't know what you're talking about, but if you're going to do that on your channel, that might be really fun, actually. When did she get a tarot reading? I just like doing my rune readings for giggles. I'm going to have to turn this light off, guys. I'm sorry. It's I'm getting auras. Migraine auras, not read your auras. Ooh, that's better.
everything. I have no ill will towards her, but I'm more worried about my shit. So.
Do you do anything? No, she's just.
Man, it's so good.
Shove food
It's
in
not.
mouth.
I want it a little warmer though.
You know they have silverware, right, Rob?
But like I said, all peace and love.
She had a
But-
3-hour.
So the cameo was only $25.
tarot reading? Jesus.
Take care of you first. Yeah, like I'm gonna be focused on what I'm doing. I'm gonna be focused on what I'm doing for my channel, and so conducting myself business as usual with like lower production amount of content while I'm diversifying my monetization revenues as well as obviously drop hunting. So, yeah. Hello, Anna.
Hi, Anna.
Okay, sounds good, Buddha. Buddha, Demry, all my mods, but I just want to thank you guys so much. I'm having some leftover. It's like I'm calling it chicken taco queso soup. I just keep changing the order of the 3 words. It was someone said slop in a pot earlier. Very accurate. Yeah. You know, as much as I dislike Chantel, I don't wish this on her. I really don't. I don't like her. I'm not gonna shed a tear if it happens to her. I'm not gonna be sad or upset. I'm not gonna be particularly like unhappy about it.
Bitch, you got enough karma. I don't know if you should go poke karma again in the ass. I'm just saying.
But like, you know,
Kim, Common Sense came in, and there is a Discord link for the 18 plus Discord. Everybody's welcome if you're 18 and older. Do by all means follow the bot when it tells you to do things, or else it will kick you. So that's nothing personal. It's just the way the bot's set up. Not my Discord. I'm just in there occasionally. So if you guys are interested and you want to come hang out and talk about all aspects of Girl World and just kind of shoot the shit with other people who are very interesting, there are several creators that are in there. No, we do not wipe our tears with banknotes, but we do chit chat. So do feel free to come in and check it out. I've pinned it at the top of the chat here if y'all want to come in. But like I said, it's pretty strict. So do as the bot says to get in and stay in.
I believe on like a fundamental moralistic level, wishing homelessness.
Sorry. Yeah, I saw she had the Twitch channel. Yeah. I think in Scar's channel, when she checked it, it had like 3 followers, and now you're saying it's got 7. Yeah, she's racking them in.
And like poverty on someone is a deplorable stance to take, regardless of the person's transgressions. Okay. Like, I believe that people should be like held accountable. I believe that people should, you know, that people is a deplorable, like, a fundamental unhappy about it. But like, you know, I believe on like a fundamental moralistic level, wishing homelessness and like poverty on someone is a deplorable stance to take, regardless of the person's transgressions.
I don't disagree with her. I don't understand people wishing homelessness on the girls. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't think they're good people. I really don't think they're good people. Some of them are worse. A few of the girls are worse than the other girls, in my opinion. But like, I don't get the people who are constantly trying to get Chantel like kicked out of her apartments and stuff. I don't understand that. I don't get the malicious. I feel like it's malicious, but at the same time, like, get off your fucking high horse.
Like, I believe that people should be like held accountable. I believe that people should
control my intake.
have consequences to their actions. But I don't believe that wishing that on other people is like moralistically a good thing.
I was in another Reactors Discord, and it soured them all for me that Del Chick posted every 5 seconds. Yeesh. Yeah, I mean, not all Discords are created equal, so. And sometimes you get a really annoying person like Roz in there who doesn't understand what rules are and posts things when they shouldn't be posting after they've been warned by the mods to stop. And then they get booted out of the Discord because they keep breaking the rules of the Discord. Gee, that sounds familiar, Roz.
So, you know, this is not me, like, in defense of her in any way. Y'all.
She's more expensive on Patreon than she is here on YouTube. Yes, that's what I thought, Sugar Honey Iced Tea.
I don't know how much I fucking do not like her. But, I don't wish this on her. I don't wish this on Amber. Obviously, I don't wish this on me. I think it's fucked up. It happened to Tammy Lemon, too. None of it. I
don't think Tammy Lemon's going to be homeless because her channel got demonetized. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure Tammy Lemon came on and said, I'm going to be fine. It's okay. I just don't appreciate them accusing me of doing something wrong. That was Tammy Lemon's stance. Shadow Mina, according to Roz, she has experienced homelessness, or I forget what the other term for it is now. So Roz has been apparently homeless. So
I think all of it is just YouTube covering their own asses and not giving a fuck.
YouTube is only covering
Rosee, I want a tarot reading cameo. Not a choice. Oh no, just if you just order a cameo, so the way cameo works is you can like type in what you want. So you can when you request the cameo, you would just say, I'd love a tarot card reading. This is like what would be best for me.
That's awful, Beetle Pins. I'm sorry. I don't like Chris Chan. Chris Chan kind of creeps me out, but so does the way people treated him, or them, her. Anyway, the way people treated Chris Chan was a lot. And yeah. So like the whole mythos around Chris Chan is very creepy to me in a lot of ways. And it's not just Chris Chan. Did she do that, Tiny, or were you just alluding to her breaking TOS? No, she really did that. She was in Nerfy's Discord because she followed a link that I put, like just like this. So if you come into this Discord and you turn out to be a problem child, I will disown you. But yeah, Rosee came into Nerfy's Discord through a link that I shared in one of my lives and proceeded to be a problem child, and she was booted because she wouldn't listen. After being told by the mods, who are 2 of which are in here, 2 of which are my current mods, she was told to stop being a problem child, and she chose to not listen and got booted. And not my Discord. So... Oranges. Well, it's called a not safe for worse channel for a reason.
To know is like just like a little bit about you, what you want the reading on. Shit. I need some context. If you're just like, I want a tarot card reading, a general reading, please, that's not a lot to go off of. Like, give me like a little bit about yourself. Like,
yeah, I saw the behind the scenes of what happened with Rosee and the mods on the Discord. Not my story to tell, so I always say that, but Rosee likes to say that she got booted out of Nerfy's Discord because they were just being a bunch of mean bullies. That is not what happened. She was warned to quit doing certain activities that she refused to quit doing. It was explained to her clearly what she was doing wrong. She chose to keep doing it, and the repercussions were she got booted. So,
like what you're willing to share, what you want done. You know, I needed a little something to go on, and like your name, you know.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at, Shadow Mina, with the Chris Chan thing. I don't think Chris Chan was a good person in the beginning anyway. Excuse me. But the constant harassment and the baiting was not great either.
Things like that. But
yeah, Fuzzy Bunny, yeah. I think we're all on the same page with Chris Chan. I don't think any of us are like, oh, Chris Chan was an angel. Nah, I don't think anybody else. Chris Chan has issues. Whole fucking back orders.
So, but also, like, if you just want to hear me talk about something for whatever, girl, honestly, Canchino, you're gonna want to watch the replay.
All right, so apparently we're not going to be talking about it much anymore. I'm going to do this again. I'm sorry if anything traumatic happens while I get up to go get my runes, because they're in the other room. I'm going to go get my runes and my new rune plate. I'm going to let her shove food in her face. And by the time I get back, hopefully y'all will behave yourselves. It should only take me a handful of minutes. And, oh, if you want to clock that tea, I think, like I said, 2 of the mods that were in Nerfy's Discord who handled this one are in here. If they want to talk about it, they can. And if they don't, you're SOL. But yeah, go see if people want to chit chat and gossip about this one while I let this run. I'm going to go grab my runes and I'll be back. I'm going to mute myself.
But yeah, I've been working in spirituality for years. I just don't tend to talk about it in great detail. I have talked about it in prior lives. These are unironically my favorite tortilla chips. The Great Value, thin and crispy cantina. Oh, what a disgusting cantina style. Yeah, when you're nasty to someone that comes back. Yeah, I agree. I feel like I've experienced that firsthand. You know, I just all I can do at this point. You can go live with being demonetized. Yeah, I'm not. My channel wasn't terminated. It was just demonetized. I feel like I'd be devastated if I was terminated. But demonetization, you can bounce back from. And even if you don't, you still have a platform, you know? Nice, you know? These are my favorite. Manson is Thiago. I still call him Manson Thiago. Just because it feels weird calling him Manson. But, actually, I'm assuming your pronouns there, but... but, here, I want some chicken. Did they really demonetize glitter and lasers? Is that real? What? Really? Anybody wishing bad shit on another person, yeah. Yes, W. Anna is glitter and lasers. She's another creator. Personally, no hate. I find her really boring. So. They're coming for everyone to cover their ass, and I think it is literally just like, I think to them it's just like a posturing thing. To show they're doing something. And see, we punished all these people we deemed that were breaking this policy that you're trying to sue us about. Well, we said the people that clean up their act.
And lasers
but, see, we're doing something, which is the whole point of the lawsuit. You know?
I
But in the meantime, we're gonna fuck with people's money. But they're a private entity, and it's within their rights to do what they're doing.
Seeing how little Glitter was posting on YouTube, though, I don't think Glitter was making that much money on YouTube anymore anyway. Well, you really can't hear a damn thing I'm saying anymore, can you? We're gonna play a game here. We're gonna open my filters. We're gonna come over here. We're gonna play with... All right. Threshold is... the what? So... move. All right. Threshold is... not that. Threshold... la 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 la. Is that it? Ah, it's output game. Wow, now I'm really loud. Sorry, guys. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, now you should be able to hear me. Yes, please. Is that too loud? Can you hear me now? It looks like you should be able to hear me when I'm talking normally now. Type a 1 if my volume is good. So, okay. Hopefully that sounds better now. What were you saying, Roz? Cool. All right. I don't know why my threshold was down too low.
Oh wow, I didn't know you were too. I have very little exposure to Mormons and ex-Mormons. Interesting. Yeah.
La 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 la. Okay.
I have a video on my
Sorry,
channel
guys.
called like my complicated relationship with the LDS Church. If you are interested in knowing like the entire breakdown of like my
Send
history
me
of
money.
being a Mormon or an ex-Mormon,
Send me money.
whatever, I would recommend watching that.
Send me money.
Thank you so much, Freya. Thank you. I appreciate that. Meeting's not the
Hey.
problem. Like I said earlier, my lives aren't the problem.
The important part is this one thinks my sound is good. That's the important person here that thinks my sound is good. I'm so sorry, Knight. I'm so sorry if I blow anybody's eardrums out.
Pez. You're so adorable, Rosie. Oh, so cheeks.
Now I'm too loud. Damn it.
Hey, Grimace, thank you for being here.
All right. Got my runes. Got my rune plate.
Yeah. The fact that like her behavior while like with like her THC stuff isn't a reason to get taken down is crazy.
That is
Like,
weird.
That like, in terms of like I said, I don't wish for her to be demonetized. I'm not like I hope her life fucking falls apart and she like ends up on like half dead on the street. Like I think that's horrible to do it to somebody. But if you look at it like, if they're doing this shit to me because I used to say the B word in videos in reference to trying to lose weight from having disordered conduct around food, but like my cooking lives are fine, but that stuff's not fine. But you've got someone like actively abusing THC products. Oh, my green bracelet broke. I'm not exactly sure what happened. I was just chilling, and all of a sudden here, oh no, and I look over, and Corby is like picking up the beads off of her bed, and I was like, oh no, and I forgot. I haven't actually gone through. I have some bracelets on my dresser. I need to just go find them and like pick one because I'm not used to wearing only one, but it broke at some point, and I just didn't notice. I'm not sure what happened. Yeah, I know Foxy Foxy is crazy. Green is the money color. Oh, fuck, Lily, you're right!
Oh my god!
Oh my gosh, thank you so much for the person who requested a cameo. Thank you. Oh, I'm gonna be a busy bee tomorrow. Thank you. I'm always restringing them, yeah. I think she still has the beads in her room. Because she mentioned that. I'll ask her if she actually threw them out or not. 1 second.
Are you gonna wear black and white or no? Wait, yellow, black and yellow. Are you gonna buzz? You're gonna be. Bzzz. Sorry, it's not funny. It is. It's very funny.
I just want to make sure while I was like up and about, I didn't miss any important. But
You forgot you were watching a live.
Yeah,
It's funny. Cameos aren't
I have too much
sustainable,
to
no,
do
because
and
people
worry
aren't gonna
not to be
rebuy.
so, alright. Yeah, hattie tatty. It's crazy. I'm confused about that though, because if she has that to fall back on, light pink, like
Who are we talking about? I lost.
if it's tied to her social security number. Hi, Mountain Bike. To request a cameo, the link is in my description. And if you put like book now, and then you type in your request and what you want.
Stop requesting cameos. Unless it's from Amber and you're asking about the sun.
It's crazy. And Lily, I thank you for putting that together.
Girl proof from the East.
Wild. Because I very rarely have bracelets break. This one's older than that one.
Shit.
That's crazy. Using AI.
I don't...
Yeah, so monetization is through your social security number.
Yeah.
So I think it would impact both channels.
Yes.
Not an expert, could be wrong, but that's how I... Oh my gosh, thank you so much to the person who requested a cameo. That's 4 now, right? Thank you so much, guys. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. I'm gonna get emo. I haven't cried yet, now I'm about to cry.
Should I open a cameo? If I open a cameo, will you guys ask questions? Only stupid questions.
A lot of people fucking shit all over me day in and day out and assume the worst of me, but there's a lot of you that see me for who I am, and that's why I'm here.
We see you for who you are. That's the problem. You don't like it.
The reason was money. That I would be lying if I said that wasn't the case. But above all else, like, that's my number one reason, and I really appreciate it. And if I think about it too much more, I'm gonna actually like start crying. So let's not. Yeah, I think that's why I'm here as the number one reason. Number 2 reason was money. That I would be lying if I said that wasn't the case. But above all else, like, that's my number one reason, and
Well, at least we got her to admit it.
Thank you, Kaylin.
I should open a cameo.
I know, and you reacted in a smart and very proactive way. I just want you to know you got my support. Thank you, Larry. You're an amazing, beautiful woman. Don't ever forget that. Thank you so much, Shona.
Yeah, Larry.
Yeah, I remember that Saturday. Yeah.
No,
okay.
It's broken.
There's not that many dirty dishes. I think the dishwasher is empty.
You eat off paper plates anyway.
Okay. Was Mama Jean super supportive when you told her? Yeah. So my parents and I had like a pretty serious conversation about multiple things yesterday before I went live. One of those things was just kind of like reconvening about me and like job hunting and stuff, because like I talk to my parents about like everything, and I don't want to go into the details about like what I have and haven't been doing, because again, it's just not the honest business. But I was going into that with my parents, and my mom gave me some really good advice, and that was like, when I woke up from my nap, the thing that I had planned to do was locate some job applications, and my goal was to just apply to at least one for today, because like I was going to do more moving forward, but I was going to locate like current ones that I wanted to get, because it had been like, I don't know, probably a week since the last time I applied to something, but just it wasn't something I was like constantly prioritizing to do, because I was prioritizing making money through YouTube, and but I was also just like kind of throwing things out just in case something stuck, in case something good came of it.
Pulpy's live right now. Is Pulpy sniping me? No. All right. I'm gonna do a quick. I'm not apologizing for that one either. Pulpy's. I'm usually live when Pulpy's live. I think he and I correlate. Yeah, a lot. So I can't. We're all gonna be live at some point. We're all gonna overlap at some point. You would pay $5 for a tiny blue cameo. I wonder how cheap you can make cameos. Those in Discord curious about the Rosee Discord debacle. I will be happy to place it there if you ask me. Okay, there you go. Pulpy's doing Foodie. How is Foodie not demonetized? I don't understand. He is sniping her.
And we had that conversation, and my mom was like expressing concerns because of what happened to Amber. Because my parents are a little...
No, I appreciate it, Shadow. It's fine. I'm not mad. I appreciate it. I like knowing who my competition... I can't compete with Pulpy, though. Pulpy just hit, like, what, 30 or something? 20 or 30K?
More tuned in nowadays than they were, like, a year ago to my YouTube stuff. And so they kind of know these things. We're about to start cooking. There's just a lot to talk about, guys. This is probably going to be a long live. So...
No, it's not.
That way... Also, guys, like, I have a lot of content on this channel. And, like, if you're one of the ones that, like, literally watches everything all the way through every time, like, love you the most. But if there's lives that you've only, like, clicked around in or only hung out a part of the time, you might be missing some good, funny stuff that you haven't seen before. So you're always welcome to watch replay stuff. I mean, yeah, I'm not getting AdSense.
Give me money.
From that, so it's not like I benefit from it, but I don't care. Like, if you're, if I'm busy doing other stuff and you're missing my content, I have a huge catalog of content. So and maybe there's stuff from, like, a year ago you don't remember, you might want to rewatch, you know? Because this is just going to be, like, this is just going to be a learning curve for me. This is going to be an adjustment for everyone, myself included. And all I can do is take it in stride. That's it. So
it's moments like this I wish I could have closed captions.
Because I refuse to just like lay down and cry about it. Like, I'm just not gonna do that.
So. Ooh, stable volume. Can't do that either. Damn it.
Yeah, so they're very supportive. Oh, so let me answer your original question. I face WhatsApp video chat of my mom, And the first thing I said, I was like, Mom, please don't panic. And she's kind of like, okay, I don't really like the sound of that. And I was like, yeah, me neither. Because it's just like the time, like my mom, like me, has a very strong intuition. I'm not leaving YouTube permanently, Unicorn. I will be here. Honestly, if the big girls getting struck down came together and made a podcast or something, it would be a big hit.
Apothecurious. No. But she wants you to think that she is. I'm new to Rosee. Is she funding her family? Maybe I'm misremembering, but didn't her parents frequently travel internationally? Rosee likes to make it sound like she's basically the sole income source for her family, but her brother has a job and has had a job the entire time she's lived here and before she lived there. He pays for and brings in income on his own. Her dad has a job over in, is it Norway? Norway or Sweden, I can't remember which. Her mom was working over there as a tour guide of some variety.
I get it, man. That's why you can always catch replays, you know?
And so, no, her family works. She's literally the only member of her family that doesn't have a full-time job. And she has made her full-time job YouTube, which, you know, cool, whatever. But no, she does not support nor fund her family. Her name's not even on the title of the house that she lives in. She doesn't own a car. Her family supports her.
I'm coming for that ass. So, anyway. I've never struck anybody before. But if they remember from my Patreon, that will change. So.
You can't strike me if I come for your Patreon.
Here. There's USD.
That wasn't me.
3 tiers with different perks in every tier.
That wasn't me. That was her. So please give her monies.
Wait, does that include paid members? Or only paid or free too?
How old is she? 34.
Okay. It's both. Okay. Well, thank you for everybody that's been following me over on Patreon. I really appreciate it. Okay. I was like, there's no way that number's all paid. Like, there's no way.
Oh yeah, you can follow her for free over on Patreon if you want.
Yeah, Lily. That's why I was like, because you can follow for free. You don't have to pay to follow. You would pay to get members only content, which there currently isn't any members only content, so I understand people aren't signing up right now. There is free content on Patreon, yeah. And my first live on there will be outside of a paywall. And I may occasionally do that over on Patreon just to try to help, you know, drive traction over there.
And as long as I make her fucking content transformative by interrupting it and adding my own 2 cents to it, like every other fucking thing on YouTube, she can't copyright hit me, so have fun with that.
But,
Your dog is peeing right now. Pray for him.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, Rosee continues to be a petulant 5-year-old. What do we want to ask? What do we want to ask the runes? It's not like cards. It's not a fortune teller. It's kind of like a barometer kind of a thing.
I'm a free follower at the moment, but I'll definitely become a paying member at some point. Thank you, Hattie Tatty. Yeah, so the link to my Patreon is in the description, and there's also a community tab post that links to my first text post that I've made on my Patreon. So it links you directly to my Patreon, and you can join there. Sorry, what I meant was the song sounds stupid, but how do you get to Patreon? So what? Oh, I don't know. I'm at the... Yeah, I agree with that nerve. Okay, so let's get this ball rolling. I need a little pot for the pasta. I need to grab the cheeses. And then I need to grab butter and flour. The milk I think is behind me. I also need to get myself more water.
Every fourth person is similar in the U.S.
True. I've never made a baked mac and cheese like this.
Why hasn't the purge happened to
I was going
Foodie?
today.
Don't know.
And okay, thank you so much for your help, Demery. I really appreciate you. Rosee, can I have a cameo of you dressed in your ketchup and mustard outfit, green screened on top of a hot tub? I'd have to learn how to do green screens, otherwise I'd say yes. Just remember to maintenance your unplayed platforms. Of course. That's what I mean by like going live here and stuff. 100%. Yeah, so I will be providing, if you join that tier, you'll be receiving a...
Probably, Lolo.
I have some digital wallpapers, like phone wallpapers.
It didn't say it had to be QLR. It's QLR. We're watching QLR not panic over being demonetized. She's totally panicking.
And honestly, those tiers are under construction right now.
Huh? What happened?
I think that was my brother.
Yeah.
Respectfully, I don't want a phone call. I have phone anxiety. Fair enough. I mean, if someone wanted to support at the highest tier and they didn't want the phone call, I'm up for negotiation. I could just include like I could do free phone call or like free personalized video. That's a move. Like instead of going through Cameo, that's a move. That's a good move actually.
Will Girl World recover from demonetization? I don't know, man. That's a question I just asked earlier of my partner as a philosophical question. Yeah, the shitty thing about the girls is that they never understand that their behavior is their responsibility.
I have considered doing like a digital recipe book. I was just kind of in like the slower process of making it happen. Okay, let me.
If I get miniature cows, do I get miniature cheese?
Pepper, salt. Ah! What were the seasonings? Garlic pepper. Garlic pepper is not a thing. The fuck. Garlic powder and paprika. I don't even. Do we even have paprika?
Right. The mighty Bob who fought the vacuum will avenge her from the throne.
Motherfucker.
I'm just gonna ask it. Just gonna ask questions.
Aha, okay.
Alright, where's
salt, pepper, paprika? I've got some room temp butter. I can use that instead of getting out of the fridge. And then flour.
Where's Roz going? Where are we going, Roz?
Noodles and evaporated milk.
Where are we
going?
going?
Of course, I'll heavy cream. Okay.
Alright.
Oh, motherfuck! Ow. Okay. All right.
She's so dramatic.
Cheese. You might want some cheese in your mac and cheese. All right. Jack,
So dramatic.
One of the
So
mozzarella.
dramatic. So dramatic. Alright, alright, alright.
Alright. And then I need a pot to boil. I need the 8x8 pan.
Let the babysitter keep you entertained. There we go.
Okay. Oh, I already forgot something. I think this will actually do better. I like this one better.
What is she making?
What the fuck? Oh, did I put it under here and forget?
Skip, 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 skip,
Laptop.
skip,
Bad
skip.
idea. Yeah. I always spent all my life savings on your recipe books, not gonna lie.
She was breathing that heavy from getting up and walking around and getting the pan to make her baked mac and cheese in. Just pointing this out to you all. Just pointing that out. All right. Anyway. Play.
Thank you.
Skip. Skip. She's still
Which,
still
as
panting.
I mentioned, like that can be through. I mean, I'll create either. I'll have like a Google number created, and or I'm gonna use like Discord or there's so many social media options to use. So yeah.
Skip.
Okay, 1 second, guys. Sorry. It's been like almost an hour and a half.
Skip. 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 Skip.
When will you be starting the Patreon or however you spell it? I will keep y'all posted in community tab posts and lives here. I'm not using Gruyere cheese. I'm following Teeny's recipe to a T because I want to see how it goes because everybody raves about it so much. Whew, man.
Yeah.
I was running on so much adrenaline. I think that's what you guys were saying at the beginning of the live. I've been having adrenaline pumping through me since like 2. Oh yeah, of course you can also support me by buying my merch. I don't even know if I
Give me money.
There's a lot of ways to support.
A lot of ways to give me
Fortunately, Isaac
money.
isn't one of them anymore. So.
Jordy's live now too. Damn it. All right, let me do the rune reading.
Clifford and agreed. Asked me how I know. How do you know? To pay for right now, so I get it. This is just my launching of the Patreon. So yeah, I cannot stress that enough. live, make sure to catch the replay. Watch the beginning of this live. I cannot stress that enough.
I think unless somebody triggers her, which is entirely possible, she's very easy to set off. I think she's done talking about this for the time being. And we did catch her all the way at the beginning. So what we're going to do, because I know Jordy's live and I know Pulpy went live and I know there's no way in hell I'm competing with everybody here. I'm going to switch us over to the Ruin. The Ruad. Yeah, I sure am. We're going to get rid of that chat too. And we're going to come here to Insta. Oot. It's not any better. Give me a second to get this sized up a little bit. Or not. Okay. Or I'm just gonna screw it up. How about this? Give me a second, I'm trying to pull this freaking photo up. There we go. Hey. We're just gonna jump over here real fast. Now look at this. We're gonna see what a beautiful picture it is. We're gonna talk about it, and then I'm gonna let you guys go. All right. How does that sound? So that you guys can go watch your other reactors. And we all get what we're here for. Rune Cam, yeah, there we go. Jory doesn't cover her. Well, we're gonna do this and then we'll go catch. If y'all are still interested after I'm done with this, we'll go catch up. There's 340 people in here. Well, don't leave then, because we're still doing this rune reading. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try to go through it pretty fast. No. What? I don't know what that is. Oh look. God, I hope that wasn't something embarrassing. Probably was. What are we looking at? Ah, good times. Where did my picture go? Print screen. Let's try that again. Let's just make it one picture. All right, well, that was embarrassing. We're doing this a different way. That way, when I click that picture, it won't do that again. Where are my screenshots? There we go. All right, we're really going to do this for real this time. I'm a professional. All right, look. Where'd that window go? Oh, it's gone now. Okay. Delete. Yeah, I guess. Where are you? Alright. Cool. Alright, we're back here now. Can you see me when I'm doing stuff? Right. I wanted to see if I could, like, draw on it, but I don't think I can. Just wanted to, like, doodle on it, but... Anyway. Alright, so... I wanted you guys to be able to see this. Right. Right, nice and big. There we go. Nice and, that's what we want. Nice and big. Yay, now you can see it. But some of these are a little hard to see. Alright, cool. Darwin takes over. Don't grab a screenshot, it's boring. I am a team witch. Alright. You guys, remember, this is all just for entertainment purposes only. Yarda, yarda, yarda. Okay? Alright. What? I was born a boy and a girl? What happened? I mean, it doesn't matter if I was. Rosee lowered the first year from 7 to 5. Well, good. That makes it a little bit more reasonable. Team witch is better than no witch at all. Just frail elderly lesbian. I don't care. Doesn't that mean I was born a boy and a girl? I think the word you're looking for is hermaphrodite, and again, it doesn't fucking matter. I don't understand why you think that's an insult. And if you were trying to make a joke, it's not funny. So have fun with that. Anyway, here we are. We're gonna start at the top. Technically the top is here. But I don't want to rotate the picture because I finally got it to fit the damn screen. So we're gonna start here, and that's the top. I think they don't know what an anthropologist is. An anthropologist is a person that studies humankind. That's really literally what it means. It means to study humanity. Not a sociologist. No. Those people study society. I study humans. Yeah. It's like who came into Scar's chat earlier today and called her a goth? It was like, oh my god, a goth is sitting here with no time, and I'm just like, I don't know where you think that's an insult, but all right. It's fine. It's fine. Anyway. Appreciate you joining the live. Yeah, thanks, Kim. You got that. Comments got it. All right, so I'm gonna ignore you guys for a little bit. Oh, that was Demery. Yeah, no, Demery was the one that was making fun of Scar by calling her a goth, and I was just like, good job. That was weird. I think if somebody called me a goth, I'd be kind of like, oh, thanks. But I am gonna kind of sort of ignore you guys a little bit. It's nothing personal, but I need to focus, and you guys distract me. So there you go. I hope you're happy with yourselves. We're gonna start here with this little cluster here. Again, the board is something I picked up at the Comic-Con, but I like the way it's laid out, so I kind of use it as my own personal way of interpreting things. So this is in no way traditional. It's just something that I use. But the runes themselves are. So, and also, I know there's a couple of you that do runes in here, so feel free to like input as you feel free, as you feel fit, whatever. I don't remember what I was saying there. Feel free to add your input. That was the word I was looking for. Because I know a couple of you also do this. And I'll tell you guys when I'm doing my own interpretation. Because a couple of these I don't particularly agree with the modern translations of them. Modern. Because these only go back so far when I do that. We're not entirely sure what all of these actually mean. Anyway, all of that being said, this is all for fun. So take it how you want. We're going to start with Othel here. My pronunciations are probably off a little too. We're going to start here with Othel. This is this guy here, the little one that looks like a keyhole. And it's right here on Dagos. Dagos is the beginning and the end. It is the day. What's more important here is Othel is connected to kind of a little bit of a cluster here with Ilwaz. Okay, there's two of these runes that I can never remember how they're pronounced. It's this guy. Is the other one up? Yeah, and this doodad here. They're literally 2 letters apart as far as being spelled, and it fucks with my dyslexic brain. But anyway, this guy here is a horse. This guy here is the concept of inheritance and the home, right? This represents travel in that it is the vehicle of travel. The vehicle that causes travel. Excuse me. It is not the journey. That's a totally different rune. So we've also got Gabo over here. And I feel like Gabo's separate, which is why I'm not going to translate it over here with these guys. But I do feel like these 3 are kind of connected, just kind of the way that they're laid out. So we've got kind of a more traditional rune here. We've got it on the board lining up with Dagaz. This outer ring, traditionally in my brain, represents outside forces that are affecting the inner person. Like the closer you get to the center, the more you're getting close to the person themselves. So this this inner circle, this little circle here, that would represent Rosee herself. And that's usually how these things are normally interpreted when you're doing a casting like this, not a single rune draw. So this outside ring, the further to the outside you get, the more you're getting outside world influences versus inside personal influence, right? So I'm just using this ring as a way of interpreting outside world influences. Right, that being said, so you've got this concept of tradition and also inheritance here. It can also represent family. Very important. We've got Degas representing the day, but it also represents the evening going into the day. Now, traditionally, Norse time was counted evening to day, right? The day began when the sun went down. The next day began when the sun went down. So this is the ending and the beginning. You've got the vehicle of transportation. I like to use this one to kind of represent like cars in the modern era because it literally means horse. So it was meant to represent horse, and it doesn't represent wealth. That's a totally different rune, right? And then you've got Isa here, and Isa represents ice. That's its translation. And Isa means usually gets translated as a standstill, and it's not a bad translation. But it also has a verse in there that says it's an illusion because the ice sparkles like diamonds, right? So there's an illusion of something appearing to be more valuable than it actually is, right? Or the concept of stepping out onto thin ice because you think that it looks more solid than it is. So and this guy's, our horse rune is actually on top of Fihu, which again, I was saying, that's the rune that represents wealth. Fihu actually translates into cattle. So there's that. And Isa is right on top of that was great. Right on top of the Ansus rune, which represents the divine word, right? Or just inspiration in general. So kind of what this is looking like is there's some kind of like, it feels like there's some kind of like familial, what's the word I'm looking for? It feels like there's some kind of familial crutch that has been being provided for her that may or may not be coming to an end, or may seem more stable than it actually is. It's something that's coming from the family. It might be some kind of inheritance, or it might be something that is perceived as being owed to her from the family. Remember, we're talking about Roz. And it's something that she counts on as a form of her ability to get around. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a journey in that point A to point B kind of a concept, right? But it's something that isn't necessarily stable, right? Or it's coming to an end. Because again, we've got this rune here. It can mean beginnings, but it can also mean the end, right? Since these two runes are on top of each other, it seems like it might be financial, or at least have something to do with finances, or something that will be impacting finances, right? And again, like I said, we've got Isa, and it's right on top of the spoken word or inspiration. So it has something to do with the oratory aspect of life, right? It's very easy to go, hey, this is her demonetization, her loss of income through YouTube, but that's only because we know that happened. I don't want to be like that, but it does feel like that. All right. It could be something else. That just seems like the easiest translation of it. It does kind of feel like maybe this is something the family isn't as excited about, or doesn't feel as stable about as she wants us to believe it is. And it's definitely something that the family, you can't see them, my little guy. There we go. It is definitely something that the family itself is not necessarily excited about, I think, just because all of the runes are going away. They're all kind of pointing in this direction. But if we follow this natural arrow around, we come to this little cluster here, right? And this little cluster, this one's always difficult to interpret. This is Inga's. Ingaz represents an actual god. And that particular god sometimes gets translated as being Freying, who was a part of a duo. He was part of a twin. He himself represented a god of fertility. He was a god of war. He was often referred to as a type of kingship god, not necessarily a king, but a kingship god. He was also considered a god of peace in that he was the king that ruled after the combat. But more importantly, he was a god of wealth. But this particular passage talks of the hero that goes out ahead of the group, or even goes out ahead of all of basically his belongings, and all of his stuff comes afterwards. So he is the trailblazing hero who goes out ahead of everyone else. And again, we've got this rune Ansus, which is again translates as the divine voice, the orator, or the divine voice. We're just going to stick with that. Words, things I don't have right now. And you can see that they're on top of, let's see, what have we got there? They're on top of a rune that's called Gabo, and Gabo represents gifts. And Gabo has two sides. Gabo can be gifting through altruism, like I give you a gift because I see that you have a need and I have a thing that you could use. But Gabo also gives us the warning that a gift always looks after a gift, meaning even though I have given you something, I am expecting you to give me something in return. And it could be I have given you a gift and I expect a favor in return, or I have done you a favor and I expect a favor and or a gift in return. But it creates a feedback loop. And now sometimes that's a good thing because that feedback loop creates a partnership, right? So a lot of people will interpret this rune as being a rune of partnerships. But this rune, the Gabo, has that potential of being toxic. It has the potential to be toxic in that. And we see that a lot in Amber's readings. In this case, I don't think it's necessarily toxic, just because you've got this trailblazing hero esque rune here. You've got this divine kind of inspiration, verbal inspiration, and then you've got it laying on top of this concept of gifting, of giving. It's entirely possible that this is some kind of like, and again, this is on the outer ring, so this is outside influences. It's possible that there might actually be a figure that is coming in or that is already within her sphere of influence, or that is influencing her in some way, that might actually be influencing her to improve in some way, and that this improvement might actually be creating a positive feedback loop. And seeing how it's right next to Urzu, which is kind of hard for you guys to see, and I wish I could draw on this. I did it the other night and I can't remember how I set it up. But anyway, this is kind of a U-shaped rune. It's a little wonky because of the picture. It is on top of Haglas, which we'll talk about. But this rune is a rune of strength. It has several interpretations, but one of them is strength. Another one is health. And I usually interpret it as health when I'm talking about the girls, just because the girls typically are not strong, but they do typically have health. And this one is right on top of Haglas. Haglas is, the best way that I can describe it to you guys is it's like the Tower card in tarot, in that it is a catastrophic event, but with the runes, it's a catastrophic event that usually has a silver or positive end to it. Haglas is a hailstone. It's described as the white seed. It strikes the ground, it destroys everything in its path, and then it melts and it makes the ground fertile again. So what we could be looking at here is some kind of positive feedback loop that could be helping to improve her health, or it could be leading to a health event. The fact that it's leaning on the Haglaz rune could mean a couple of things. It could mean that it's, preventing a particularly bad health incident, or maybe there's a health incident that's getting ready to occur. And that's the silver lining that's the positive ending that comes out of it, is this improvement in health. Like maybe she finally does actually have her come to Jesus moment. And she actually, hey, textbook, she actually finally turns over that leaf that she needs to turn over in order to get better. Rosee has actually done the weight loss thing before. She mentioned that she has lost 100 lbs before. I know that's very Amberlynn coded, but it has actually happened. All right, we're going to move over here to this guy. This is the other rune that I never can remember the damn name of. This one represents the U. The U as in the tree, Y-E-W. And the U tree is important to Norse culture in that it is a very strong tree, but it is also a tree that bends. And the passage that goes along with this particular rune talks not only about how the tree is good for bending, but also that it is a pillar. It's a pillar of the home, and not in that you become the pillar of your society, more as it is the thing that holds up the structure, right? We can interpret that as you're being the pillar of your community and that you hold your community up, but it is often talking more about structural holding. So like you are the thing that keeps the house standing, right? But it also talks about flexibility. There is a little bit of a cluster going on here leading into what, again, we were saying that the closer you get to this circle, the more you're talking about Rosee herself. And so you see how this kind of line kind of leads inward towards Rosee. This is not a great rune. This is one of the pain runes. Certain runes fall into certain categories because they have a similar vibe to them. This is one of the pain runes. She doesn't seem to have the other ones. We'll get to them though. This is Kinaz though. Kinaz is a rune of enlightenment. It literally means torch. It talks about leaving the light on for other people, or passing on of knowledge amongst peers. So this is a rune of enlightenment and knowledge, and also of guidance. So there is kind of a bright light. Thuraz though, Thuraz's translation is thorn. Sometimes it'll be translated as giants, which neither of those two things are good. Thorns obviously hurt. Giants were often seen as being disruptive forces, evil. They'll eat you. They're not good things. Thuraz talks about grasping onto it and being, poked by the thorns. Excuse me. The only saving grace to Thuraz is that it can be circumvented if you don't grab them with your bare hands. That's kind of like the advice that is given, right? So if you see a painful event that is coming, or you see something that looks like it might be painful, maybe don't touch it, is kind of the advice of that going on there. But we see that is immediately on top of what would be Rose herself, right? Rosee herself. Excuse me. This is Jira. Jira represents the year, the cycle. You reap what you sow, kind of a deal. I'm going to come back to this one because it's a little, maybe they're not actually clustered together. Because you've got this concept of being flexible. You've got this concept of being, a pillar, but being flexible. You've got this reaping what you can sow. typically I would translate that as being, you're learning that lesson of learning when to bend and when not to bend. And that's going to determine how things turn out for you. It's a self lesson. You've got this concept of enlightenment, which again translates into the whole concept of learning. Maybe that's what we're doing here. We've got this painful event that she's very clearly it's very clearly personal. It's a very personal event. It's clearly painful. I'm going to say she's holding on to it, because otherwise, why is it right on top of her? This is not a warning. It is happening. So maybe that's what's happening here. She's learning from this painful moment, or she should be learning from this painful moment. And that's what this is telling her, is that she needs to learn when to let go, because otherwise she's going to be reaping pain. And possibly that the ability to learn about this is coming from her peers. I don't know who her peers are. I would say her peers, personally, I would say her peers would be Amber and Foodie, Hungry Fat Chick, maybe even Anna, the other girls of Girl World. That's where I would put her peers, but that may not be where she sees her peers. So, all right. That is actually, no, that's not. Yeah, you are not you. All right. So that moves us over here. Now there are two runes that look very similar to each other. That would be this guy here and this guy here. This is Gabo. We've talked about that briefly. This is Nathus. Nathus is actually a straight line with a crooked line coming across it. So it's not actually a cross. It's more like not a cross, like a broken cross, a crooked cross. Nathus means need. It's often translated as need fire. One of the ways I like to translate it is it's an event that is going to occur that you have been warned about. And if you heed that warning, it can be avoided. If you don't, bad things are going to happen. And this little guy, he's off by himself over here. But he is actually on top of one of the other pain runes. And that is Algi's. Algi's is, for whatever reason, and I don't agree with this translation, Algi's often gets translated as being a rune of peace and protection. I don't agree with that. The actual verse talks about grabbing hold of it and being burned into the blood, and it being a painful experience for anyone who touches it. That doesn't sound like protection to me. As a matter of fact, it translates as being one of the other pain runes to me. So the fact that we've got Nathus, which again warns of bad things occurring. But Nathus also tells us about needs. So it can tell us that there's something that we need. So there's an absence of something, or something we need to be paying attention to, right? But that absence is causing problems, right? It's not like, oh man, you forgot milk at the store. Now you can't have cereal. It's an imperative thing. Like you're fundamentally missing an aspect of your life, right? So, sorry. I just looked down. I need to ignore you guys. Anyway, so we've got Nathus on top of one of the pain runes, which very clearly talks about painful things and holding on to painful things and being burned by painful things. So I'm going to say here that she's being warned that there's some aspect from the outside world that is coming into her realm of influence that she's been warned about. She's been told that this is something that she needs to pay attention to, or she needs to address. And by not addressing it, it is currently causing her pain. So it's something that she has been told, you need to do this, or it's something she's been told, you need to stop doing this. And I'm going to say not listening, because of the fact that this rune is on top of the pain rune, which I'm going to say correlates, because again, this is how I'm choosing to interpret my cool little board here. Which means that to me, she's not listening to this rune, and it is causing her physical pain because of it. Or she's causing her some form of pain, not necessarily physical pain, but it's causing her some kind of pain. Emotional, mental, physical pain of some variety, causing her life to be more difficult than it needs to be, causing her some kind of like mental anguish of some variety, you know, that kind of a thing. But if she would just mind whatever warning it was that she was given and let go, she could bypass this. But this is a problem that she could solve. She's just not solving it. You guys, it might be diabetes. You know, it could be. I mean, it's... might be. All right, we've got this little cluster here of just these two little doodads here. Eventually, I will have this inner circle translated. These mean things, but these little stickies, these guys mean things. I just haven't translated them out to things yet. Again, the board itself, purely me. All right, anyway. Again, we're back to Degas, and this guy here is Zawal. Zawal's translation is the sun. The sun is, the best way for me to quickly interpret this for you is, it's the light at the end of the tunnel. You've had a bad day out at sea. There's been nothing but storms. You're seasick. Your boat's falling apart. And all of a sudden, the sun breaks out from behind the clouds, and you know everything's going to be okay. That's basically the translation of that rune poem there. It is once again on top of Ilha or Iwaz. Tell you, I can't translate this guy here, which remember I told you that's the mode of transportation. In this kind of interesting parallel here would actually be a boat. I don't think she's going out on the sea anytime soon. I might be completely wrong there. Maybe she does have some sea travel in her future, but I highly doubt it. But the fact that we've got Zawal on top of, you know, the mode of transportation, perhaps whatever this going on over here, maybe we're going to see a positive resolution to that. And especially since we've got the Degas rune over here, again, it's an ending and a beginning. This comes further in again to her inner circle. So we're getting further away from outside influences and more towards influences inside her own ability to her own personal circle of influence. So this is like the outside world. This is more like the immediate world that she could reach out and touch. Not her physical body, but the world that she has immediate influence on. So her home, her friends, her family. That's what this inner ring represents. Not this guy. This is her. This just represents like her world. This is like everybody else, right? So we've got this ending and beginning rune, again, rhyming back to, where were we over here? Yeah, rhyming back to this. So I'm thinking this cluster actually comes back to rhyme with this guy. This is pretty positive. We've got a new, because at this point I would translate this as being like the day, which would bring us back to the beginnings. We have the sun here. Typically this is a victory rune. This is one of the 3 victory runes. So this usually is very positive. There's not typically a negative definition for this one. So we've got a victory that's occurring here. So she's got some kind of positive victory that's coming out, that's coming from the outside world, it's coming into her inner realm, and it is going to affect her in a positive way. To put this into perspective, though, this rune here, Kinaz usually is very positive. So these influences that are within her personal sphere, they're all very positive runes, with the exception of this guy. This guy's not. This is a bad rune. This is a very painful rune. So the rune that is immediately on top of her own physical self, that's a very painful rune. But I'm thinking that this positive outcome, this new beginning, even one might say this positive outcome, new beginning, rhymes up with whatever the hell this is. So this might be a very bleak moment. This might be a very painful, bleak moment that's going on. Something might actually look like it's falling apart. Maybe it's even a major shift, right? This could even represent a major shift. So something is definitely ending, but whatever this end and this major shift is, it's going to end up producing a new beginning that is going to end up being very positive for her. All right, the final thing we're going to talk about is this rune here. Again, this is Gabo. Gabo represents the act of gifting not only giving but receiving. It can represent that creation of a partnership of the giving and receiving cycle. It is on top of what looks like a little diamond, but that diamond is the shorthand version of this rune here, which, as I said, is that hero aspect, that concept of trailblazing, going forward, being first, or just the concept of heroism. So we've got that on top of, we've got Gabo on top of that. That's an interesting combo, only because like you can't really gift a hero as much, but maybe it's the creating a relationship with a hero archetype, an individual who might be a hero archetype, because again, that rune does represent an actual god. It's one of the few runes that do. So maybe there's a person who from the outside who's going to be coming into her life. This is not a family member, though. There are runes that directly represent family and kinship. That's not one of them. So it might be somebody coming from the outside who in this situation, I would actually interpret this as being a partnership rune, like a friendship. I wouldn't say romantic. There are other runes for that. So maybe there's some kind of new partnership that she's going to be forming here. But whoever this person is who's coming in is definitely going to be more influential than her. Hopefully in a positive way, because again, this Gabo represents that feedback, that giving and take feedback, right? I don't see anything else to tell me anything about like how that relationship's going to go or how that relationship's going to look, but it's definitely going to be a give and take style relationship. So there's definitely a new, hopefully, I would say beneficial relationship coming up on the horizon. I don't have anything to say that it wouldn't be. So I think that's everybody. That does look like everybody. All right. Chronicles of Chris says, sorry, my phone died earlier, so I went to eat dinner. What is this? Oh, it's the rune reading. I'm sorry, Chris. You're going to have to go back and watch the replay. All right. Bethany says, I'll go back and watch the replay. Cool. Do you guys have any questions? I'll give it a few minutes because I know there's a delay here, but while you guys are doing that, I'm going to scroll up and see what y'all were saying while I was rambling, as if I know what the hell I'm talking about. Winter Sea says, I'm sorry, but the chat is lost. That's okay. I was probably lost too. Let me scroll up and see where I lost you guys and see if I can't go back. Bad Banana says, my kids go back and forth between calling me a goth or an emo. I was told that those are two separate things. And I remember when emo came out. I'm still not entirely positive what emo is. I'm not going to lie to you. Can't stop me from commenting. No, I cannot. Yum yum content gives me heebie-jeebies. Yeah, Yashiki reads the runes, but I don't know if they're here right now. I think Yashiki hangs out in your chat more than mine, Nikki. The runes were a good move. Was a good movie. I know next to nothing about these. Oh, well, I'm glad you enjoy them. They're fun. I shall do my rituals with my creatures. Not a lot of people know a lot about the runes. That's kind of why I do them as opposed to the cards, because like everybody does tarot these days. I want to be different. The real Roz loses her shit and takes it out. Yeah, that is true. Losing her income. Yeah, I don't think she's going to be without income for long, though, Long White Cloud. The question was, where's Roz going? How are things progressing for Roz? So we were just asking where is Rose? Yeah, you got it. Where's Rose going? Pretty much Winter Seas, all the girls kind of took their wealth for granted. They didn't really see this YouTube stuff coming to an end. I think they just felt like they were bulletproof. I think they just didn't feel like they could get in trouble. Or that it wouldn't be that bad if they did. Isa is how you say... Oh, is that how you say Jesus in Arabic? I thought it was Yahshua. Well, that's not Arabic, is it? Never mind. I'm being ignorant. Leave me alone. I'm sorry. She's going to get evicted. That would be interesting if her brother decided to boot her out. Brookie's cookie. Yeah, I'll have to do something else on Anna's demonetization because, like, I need more information on that before I go live on that one. But we will talk about that. Yeah, if her brother got tired of her shit and kicked her out, she wouldn't have a car. I don't think her brother drives her around, to be honest with you, though. Yeah, I'm sorry if I wasn't pointing at the shapes as well as I should have. Just a sub said her family seemed to have a very strong work ethic. I wonder what happened to her. I honestly don't know. I'm always curious why Roz turned out the way she did. I was thinking about how Rosee reacted in comparison to ALR, and I think it's because Amber only knows YouTube. Rosee has experience outside YouTube. Yeah, I think that's why the other girls don't react as poorly as Amber did, because, like, they all know how to grift off YouTube. Like, they all know how to, like, use all of the other forms to get money away from the YouTube platform. Amber really doesn't. Roz equals Rosee. Yeah. I just call her that. Aren't you exhausted? Got me calling her that. Oh, I'm sorry. I forget not all of you know that Roz is Rosee. I'm sorry. George Lynn Reed. Yeah, her real name is Rosalind Reed, or Rosalind Jean, which is why I call her Roz, yeah. Has Glitter responded to being demonetized? I don't think she will, to be honest with you. I don't think Anna will say squat about it. Okay, let me put it this way. I will be very surprised if Anna says anything about being demonetized. Yeah, I don't know. Brookie's cookie, because, like, with Glitter's demonetization, it looks like she can still get super chats. But the one channel says that she's been demonetized. The one website says she's been demonetized. So I don't know. That's still up in the air. Yeah, Hollow Technicolor. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Anna never addresses it. Yeah. And Demonized. Rosee Jean is her new name. Yes, Rosee lost weight and then regained it all back. And I think she gained it all back and then some, so. Wouldn't that be amazing, though, Lolo Dawn, if the girls actually lost weight and then, like, they like, became a successful channel because their weight loss? Does it matter if the rune is face up or face down or on its side? It matters if I can see, when I do a casting like this, because this is considered a rune cast versus a draw. Drawing is when you just pull 1 or 2 or 3 runes and you turn them face up like a card. This is a casting where I kind of just, like, toss them, and that's why I wanted this nice soft board for them. And then they kind of randomly fall face up or face down, and I only read the runes that are face up. Some people will do this, and then after they read the face-up runes, they'll go and turn the face-down runes up, and then reread with the face-down runes up. I'm not going to do that. So there are multiple ways to do these kind of things. Health arc incoming, maybe, hopefully. I don't know, fingers crossed. So, okay, yeah, his fire wife, yeah. I see a lot of, like, potentially painful things, but all of them seem to be things that can be either mitigated or navigated. Like they can either be dealt with or they can be avoided. I mean, discomfort's part of life. It can't be avoided completely, but even like this being probably one of the most uncomfortable parts, this obviously, all of this, like this can be completely circumvented if she just lets go of whatever the hell it is. This is something that probably needs to be addressed. If this is a health arc of some variety, I mean, it's her health. She needs to just go and have it dealt with, right? She, as far as we know, Rosee doesn't have any kind of like actual chronic health issues other than her diabetes. This is probably something within the family unit itself, you know? Diary's over here talking about vor. Winter C says weight loss can hurt if you get weight loss surgery. She's not going to get weight loss surgery because she has this incredibly insulting take on what weight loss surgery is. So I don't see her getting weight loss surgery anytime soon. Rosee doesn't grab bare hands. She runs away from them. That's true. It could be her diabetes. Yes. I think I saw that earlier. She tried to escape adult yum times. 2 years later, she's doing it again. This type of eating and lack of movement will end her. So instead of money driving her and greed, she needs to focus on her health. Yes. M. Lafayette says, focusing on her health and self-growth could lead to a new arc for her. Yeah, exactly. And maybe her new crush will help her that way. You know? Could be demonetized be the shift you mentioned in the reading. It could. It could. And I mean, it seems the most obvious for obvious reasons. It seems like the most obvious answer. Just fascinated, going to go check it out a little deeper. By all means do. There's a lot of information out there on the web about runes and stuff. If you guys have questions about things, resources, let me know. You guys talking to me about what emo is primarily about music, secondarily about hair. It's funny. Somehow I think it's more than that. Did I, So maybe it's the person she's with. It could be. It could be. I mean, I'd like to think that it is. I'd like to think that she's got a good relationship here, even though I think she's being a little bit of a fetishist. But, you know, if it makes the two of them happy, then I don't care. But, you know, if it helps her get healthy and the other person is happy with what kind of relationship they have, then I don't really give a shit. I wish Rosee would learn different language, but not my relationship. Turned it just in time for the goth versus emo issue. The board is actually a dice board for rolling dice, but I was like, now I have to have it. You're still mad that Rosee didn't rage? Give it time. You can go really deep reading translation. Yeah. The original poem can get pretty deep. And I mean, depending on how you want to translate it, you can get really deep. Which is why I don't necessarily agree with some of the translations. But, you know. I don't see the option to send glitter and razors. You don't see the super thanks anymore. Oh. Roz had me confused in a previous stream, but I caught on. However, I got confused for a minute. This time anyway. Oh, sorry. I know she's gotten out a few times, but I don't think she gets out very often. I think he takes her, like he took her to the store, he being her brother, sorry. Took her to the store when they went to the Costco run and that kind of thing. Lola says them actually turning around would be amazing. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I think the girls are all kind of awful in their own little ways. Like, Glitter and Lasers is the one that bothers me the least. But I don't wish bad things for them. I wish they'd just wake up and not be terrible people. That's really what I would like. You know, I'd wish for Amber to wake up and just be like, oh shit, I'm a terrible person, and go get help. And I want Anna to wake up and be like, oh shit, I am fucked up, and go get help. And the same thing with, you know, Rose. I just want Rosee to wake up one day and be like, you know what, this isn't working, and go get help. Chantel, I would just like for her to not die. Chantel's got so many problems. So many problems. All right. It is 9:30. I think I've been live for 2.5 hours at this point. Let's check in with Rose, see where she's at. Is she not live anymore? Oh, hang on, let me refresh. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Where are we at? Oh, good. Just in time to watch her fuck up a roux. I'm so glad you guys can't see this. Just be glad you can't see this.
Stressing me out. I can't tell. I think I'm still in the trusting the process phase. But this is like new territory for me, so I'm just nervous.
She's just fucking up a roux, guys. Is she making gravy? Is it? Okay, why don't you have sound? It's right there. I can see it. There.
Yes, Mama. I can't use the non-metal whisks or it'll melt. That's how I ruined the other whisk.
She's using a metal whisk on a non-stick pan. Oh my fucking god. I bet her mother is fucking livid. I know I would be. I know I would be. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Oh yeah, she melted her plastic
I'm
whisks.
making a bechamel sauce, and then we're gonna do some Dijon mustard.
Don't use a whisk for roux.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you bought the yellow one, Mama. So I'm not sure. Like where you got it. She does say the mustard is optional, so I went a slightly lighter on it. I just put a little squeeze in. The mustard is not necessarily like an exact need. I don't know if you're trolling or not, but no. That would not be a good job for me. Okay, so we're gonna slowly add in half the cheese. All right, so we're gonna turn this down to a little low, so it doesn't get gritty. All right, we're just gonna do a little handful at a time.
Mute her that it's. Was a chef in Germany. I insist on perfection. I like this idea. I will let you cook for me. That sound is inciting rage. Yeah, it's not great. It's not great. It's Woma, I love you think you need, she says I think we need to get a new whisk. Maybe you need to pay attention to it and not your fucking chat. I use powdered mustard and mac and cheese. Interesting. One not metal whisk left. She's managed to not melt one.
I just didn't want to melt this one.
It's a silicone whisk. How the fuck do you
that's
melt?
why I was using the yellow one when it melted.
Jesus Christ. Why are you bothering? You've scraped all of the fucking nonstick off of it now. The heat should be off when adding the cheese. She turned it down. She turned it down. Did she add milk or cream? I don't know. We came in the middle of it. The heat's not even. Oh, fuck.
That's the thing is, I kept it moving on the last one. I was doing the exact same thing. I was trying to make a gravy, I think. This looks really thick already.
It's because it's a cheese sauce, you idiot.
Trust the process, Rosie. Stop panicking.
She finally found a silicone whisk. I think it's a silicone whisk. I don't.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
excited.
know.
I'm hopeful. Okay, so slowly add in half the cheese.
That's how you melt your whisk, woman.
So stir in the cavatappi.
The arm wave is mesmerizing.
Cheese sauce. Then pasta, cheese, and then bake. I still need to.
I have some pumpkin pie I'm gonna eat.
Spray the pan.
Now you're gonna spray the pan?
I'm sure it tastes great. Thank you, Daniel Rollins.
I bet it tastes like
Much
Teflon.
appreciated.
Mmm.
I feel like I'm watching one of those "This is how it's made" videos, and I had no idea this much work was involved in mac and cheese. I'm a Kraft and Velveeta shells. I normally am a boxed mac and cheese girly, so this is all new to me. Okay.
Nice.
So this is the last handful of cheese, because this is getting really thick.
Knight says if she manages to melt another whisk, I'll fall out of my chair. Mm-hmm.
I guys, I think this isn't gritty. This is the Teeny's mac and cheese. Yep.
I'll tell you what gritty is. Gritty is a big orange thing with googly eyes that would not tolerate this.
Does it seem a little gluey?
Ooh, gingerbread brownies.
I'm worried about that.
Whine about it. Whine for me, baby. Whine about your cooking. Do it. Do it. I love your whining as much as I love your singing.
Is this how it's supposed to be? I don't remember. I watched it a couple times, but
it was supposed to be persimmon pudding, but it ended up being pumpkin pie, basically. Because it wasn't persimmon. It's a long story, but it's good.
I feel like...
What do you think you're making? Oh, stop.
Should I add a little milk to it?
No, not at this point. No, no, no. Do it. Do it.
No, it's supposed to be low heat. Add a tiny bit of... Maybe add a tiny bit more milk. I think, yeah, I really want to do that.
I want to watch it seize up.
Yeah.
Do it. Oh, there we go.
I think it's just a little too thick. I really want to...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's...
There it goes. There it goes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is really... It just feels very binded.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna...
Is it cold milk? That only makes it better. Oh, there it goes. Ow. Yeah, it's like slime. Pay attention to your cooking and not your chat. Mm-hmm. It's a long story,
Brittany,
Lolo.
do you think I should add more milk?
We had pulp and we didn't know if it was persimmon pulp or pumpkin. Hey, Andrea. Is it condensed
More
milk?
liquid and turn off heat.
Maybe?
Okay.
I don't know. We came in kind of in the middle.
Turn off the heat. Add a little more liquid. Because I can just tell by the texture that it's a little thick.
Every time she does it. Listen to her panting. Stirring is causing it. I can't remember the last time stirring a sauce gave
So
me
you get the consistency. Like,
palpitations.
got it. Okay.
Before the cream. Mm-hmm. I know, Jennifer. She
We're
doesn't
really close.
She doesn't follow recipes.
But this is a lot more milk than it called for. Hello, Sophia. Okay, I think this is going to be the last of the milk I'm going to need. Heat is no longer needed. Gotcha. Thank you for the tip, Jamie.
Jamie confuses me.
Oh man, I meant to add chicken bouillon to the water with the pasta, but I didn't write that down. I saw that tip on multiple people's TikToks. There we go.
I think it's evaporated.
This
Uncomfortable.
is the money shot. Yep, that's what I want.
Cool.
Perfect.
That's not.
Oh, I didn't save any pasta water. She puts a fuck ton of cheese, and I'm only using 8 ounces of pasta, y'all. I'm not making a full batch. This is just for 8 ounces of pasta. This is gonna be plenty cheesy, trust.
Nell and Villain
See
says,
how
as a
it's moving
person
out
who
now that you
consumes
turned off
food,
the
I'm
heat?
offended.
Yeah, you're right. I've never made this before, so it doesn't need to be thinned out anymore, thankfully.
Are you sure?
All right. Hold on, this has been chilling for a minute. I'm gonna break this apart with my hands real quick, just cause it'll stir better. Okay. Alright, so now I'm gonna switch that to this. Hermagerd.
I am never eating at your
Mac and
house.
cheese.
Ever. Ever in my life. I will starve before I eat at your house. Jesus Christ. That's her, that's not
Oh,
me.
that sucks. There is mozzarella in this, but yeah, hands are the best tools you have in the kitchen. Hell yeah.
Remember, guys,
Oh my God, I
she
made
has
macaroni and cheese
she has problems with
from
texture.
scratch, and I think I might have killed it. I don't want to jinx myself, but I think I nailed it.
She has problems with textures, guys. She doesn't like the texture of things.
This.
Just goes in with her hands
So
into
theoretically,
it's
if you wanted
pasta.
stovetop mac, you can stop here. You know, but this is not the teenage recipe. By the way, thank you to everybody who's liked this live. We're already at 100 likes. That's awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, that's not 8 ounces of pasta. I don't know what she's... Maybe she means dry? Maybe she did dry pasta? You can't pay me to diagnose that.
I don't want to bake it.
I mean, you don't have to.
Oh my god!
Yeah?
I get the hype.
Now, just imagine if you'd made it correctly. Cheese sauce having cheese in it. What a shocker.
I did that.
Are you kidding me? Is she really just fucking stealing all of Amber's Amberisms now that Amber is no longer online? Is she, like, legit doing that? I did that.
We're gonna just, motherfucker. We're gonna take one more little chef bite. Motherfucker! There you go.
Okay, good.
Damn!
Uh-huh.
Thank you guys for the tips along the way. I am gonna bake it to try it with the crispy cheese.
That's why you were demonetized.
But in the future, I think I'm gonna make this again. I have enough cheese to make this again. When I make this again, I probably won't bake it. I'll just, like, leave it like this. Oh my god, Mom. I need to make this when you guys are back in the States.
One of Rosie's
oh my
chatters
god,
just
Dad,
bullied you?
you lose your shit. You think Kraft mac and cheese is good?
Sky, one of Rosie's chatters just bullied you in Pulpy's chat? Who? We will, what is that? Round up the, yep, we'll do things. Who is that? No, I'm kidding. It was going to be funny, and then clearly I can't form words. More cheese. Look at her staring at that. Look at that face. Look at that face. Look at that. That is a face of love.
And now that I've done this, I kind of want to experiment. I've seen some people who played around with Jeannie's recipe. Like one recipe specifically.
And placed a curse on you?
And like, I know Velveeta is like a controversial ingredient.
That's funny.
I did add extra milk to this, guys. Put a few pads of butter on top before you put it in the oven. I'm not going to do that this time because I don't want to risk making
Christian?
it greasy.
Oh, is that her Freya?
There's going to be a lot of fat in the cheese.
Rally the pitchforks and the tar.
Because I'm making this the way, like, because Titty's always, like, getting on to people who yell at her when the recipe doesn't work, and she's like, it's because you didn't make it right. And so I'm like, I'm going to make it right, and then I'm going to adjust in the future from there, so.
Am I to believe you followed a recipe? I just watched you. I don't know about that. Freya, she said 37 was old? It's not even middle-aged yet. Do you feel... All right, so wait. Sky, so wait. In Pulpy's chat, Freya Christensen, the Freya from this chat, not our Freya, because we have a Freya in here too. They cursed you? What is she doing with... Okay. They put a curse on you? Seriously? What was the curse? I hope you feel like 37 when you wake up in the morning. May your knees pop and crack. Yeah, given the overall age of the majority of the people in my chat, I'm gonna guess 37. Still pretty young for us. 37 is geriatric. Oh my god, you're gonna die. There's a lot of Freyas. It's okay. Oh god. I didn't realize what was happening at first. I thought she... I just had... You know how when you're driving down the road, or you're the passenger, and you look up? You're the passenger, you're not the driver. And you look up and there's like a car and it's too close and you're like... I just had that moment when she was sprinkling the cheese. I thought she was sprinkling this shit with her bare hand into the casserole dish. And it wasn't. It was the dry cheese. But either way, What was the curse? I missed it. What did she curse you with? I demand to know. Girl, that is not 8 ounces. That's like a whole box worth of macaroni.
Look dry to me in the slightest. This is a very wet mac and cheese. Like, you see what I mean? Like,
those are words I want to hear. She said she was a Nordic pagan witch and that everything I wished on Rosee is coming back to me tenfold. Ooh.
I put some on my apron, though.
She's a Nordic pagan witch. Oh, is she? So she chopped off a horse's head and put it on a pole and faced it towards the direction in which you live? Tell her to go fuck herself. Tell her you know a Nordic pagan witch who will tell her that she should know better than to go around cursing people. I know the threefold law.
Smooth. Okay.
People.
I know, it does dry out in the oven. No, I understand that. I do.
It doesn't dry out in the oven, it bakes. You can't curse me, I'm blocked. No.
Yum. Oh my god. Wow.
You're horrible. She blocked Jesus.
Make this. The hype is real.
Oh god.
Hot damn.
Gee, cheese sauce tastes good. Huh.
Okay.
Gotta find a horse head at this time of night.
No, I trust you, new name. I'm okay. I'm just gonna watch it till the cheese is melted.
A whole horse head. On a pole. Facing the direction of the person you don't like.
5 minutes. I'll set it for 20. But yeah, see, I've got like this much cheese left, and I just feel like that much extra cheese is unnecessary.
I mean, otherwise there's a whole lot of personal blood involved, and I'm just willing to bet she's probably not going to go, like, do that. Because that's a lot of cutting your own wrists to get that amount of, you know, personal juices to curse you. Just throwing it out there. Maybe she's dedicated. But I'm going to guess not.
I'm going to do like a nice
hobby horse heads don't count. No.
Because I also think that might help with the moisture.
By the way, don't a single fucking one of you go out and injure a horse. All right. That is unacceptable.
If you want a broiler, that would be the best, but otherwise it doesn't need much as far as making it. I'm just gonna
I think she's
make sure
mostly done pretty when you're drunk.
Melted, we're good. Okay.
Okay. I mean, it can be a toy horse if you're not serious uncomfortable, Ginger.
Because if I prefer the stovetop to the baked version of this.
What do you mean I'm terrifying in a casual way? What do you mean, Day-D hernia? That's almost like a compliment. Fun. I don't know if she necessarily effed up the roux because I didn't really see from the beginning what she was doing. I was just horrified that she was using a metal utensil on a non-stick pan. I'm always horrified when people do that because it didn't look like it was one of those non-stick pans that is designed for that. I could be wrong, but this is why I use cast iron because it doesn't matter. You can use metal on cast iron all day long. It's designed for that. Yeah, there's a ton of cheese in that, Gigi. Wasn't stealing a horse punishable by death penalty? Oh, it's still punishable by death, I think. I don't think they took that off the books. She did say you have nice tits. Well? Did she say thank you? 8 ounces of mac being used, all measured differently from... yeah, that was not 8 ounces of macaroni. I mean, that's why I'm like, maybe she meant 8 ounces dry, but still. Yeah, horses are friends, not curse ingredients. Not anymore. We have We've elevated ourselves beyond that point. Well, there's precedence for that. Judge Jesus, the putting the horse heads in the beds of their enemies. Yes, but we are not the mafia here. Yeah, it's the non-stick ones that you should be able to use metal on have like the hex design on them. Yeah, Shadow Mina. My lactose intolerance felt that. I mean, I like a good baked macaroni. Don't get me wrong, but after watching her
just make this again and not bake it.
Watching her stick her hands into the cooked macaroni, I don't know if any of you picked up on that, horrified me. And there's no way in hell I'm eating that. I'm not a Texas lawyer. I mean, I have family in Texas, so I can make jokes about Texas. Yeah, Lolo. I mean, the sauce to pasta ratio was off, but yeah, but it doesn't look ruined. She's just gross. I think it was more than 8 ounces of. I think it was the whole damn box, to be honest with you, Common. I'd hazard to guess that maybe it's gritty because of all the Teflon. Ah, God. Yeah, her hands are all up in that. All over the cheese. All over the macaroni. Oops, sorry, I meant to
Southern black boyfriend, and it was my first time having thick baked mac and cheese. It was good, but I still prefer more gooey. Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, if you cook it right, it is gooey.
Whose recipe just has cheese on top? Oh, yeah. Right. Sorry, I misunderstood. Because, yeah, you do layer it, the cheese, which is one of the things I wanted to try. Oh, I'm exhausted. But
that exhausted her.
Some people take this shit out in a mac and cheese brick. No thanks, yeah. What kind of cheese did you use for the sauce? It was a mix of Colby Jack, cheddar, and mozzarella.
Levi hates her cooking. Yeah.
It's really... I think the mustard is an important ingredient. I really feel like... Because it doesn't necessarily taste like mustard. But it really does add this, like, depth to it.
Mustardy depth to it?
Oh, I'll be having the mac and cheese. Oh, you trust and fucking believe. Trust me.
No one thought you weren't going to eat the mac and cheese. Don't worry.
Much mustard cuts the richest. I think that's what it is, Brittany. Yeah. If my partner doesn't get home soon, I'm climbing through my laptop to steal a bite. Nice.
How is she American and not made mac and cheese from scratch before? Well, I don't think she's Southern.
Acid vinegar is important in almost every recipe. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, for sure. Same with, like, for me, it's like an acid, a sweet,
it's okay,
salt,
Porcelain Requiem.
You know?
It's fine.
Those are
it's fine.
almost every recipe.
It's fine.
Very important.
I'm gonna... I'm gonna dip myself, so...
And sometimes the sweet just doesn't even need to be noticeable to, like, where when you taste it, like, oh, it's sweet. It just adds a layer of balance.
I know she claims to be Southern Pres Hens, but...
It was cheddar called...
I know she claims to be Southern, but, like, she doesn't know how to eat crawfish. She's never made a baked mac and cheese. I don't think I've ever seen her eat greens. She doesn't talk like she's Southern. There's just a lot of things that... She doesn't even really act Midwest, which is, like, Southern light. She's not... She just doesn't seem Southern to me. It feels like she's Southern by way of someone walked past her one day and said, "Y'all." And that's how Southern she is. Like, she was born in Michigan. Yeah, she seems Northern. And I mean that in the most loving way possible. Yeah, she's Southern like Anna's Texan. Yeah. She's Southern by way of the North. She's waiting for food to cook. She changes things up by talking about food. Well, she's never had gumbo. Does she know what Andalou sausage is? I think I said that wrong, but anyway. I mean, you can be Southern and have lost that accent, but like, is she even Southern adjacent though? Pretty when you're drunk. She doesn't even feel that. I mean, she's like Northern Midwest. She's like when people say Yankee. I mean, people call me Yankee to be insulting, but like, they're talking about her. She's like white. Anyway. Aren't you serious sounds very Southern? Yes. Aren't you serious pulls out that accent. I stomped mine down. Gumbo's delicious. Gumbo's good. Etouffee's good. She's not Southern. No.
Gotta like, you like put it in, bring it to a boil, and then you cook it for like 1 or 2 minutes, and then it's done.
Who called her on? Wow, I bet if you unmute her, she's still talking about food. Yep. Presidents, I'm from California. I mean, I'm more Southern. I grew up on Irish influence and schooled in Florida. Yeah, well, I mean, Florida is technically the South, so. I'm Southern from British Columbia. And Dewey. Yeah, thank you, Porcelain Reclam. Apparently to Americans, I sound Canadian. Yeah, I mean, it happens. I'm Southern from the Arctic Circle. Well, everything's within, you know. She only lived in Michigan for a short time as a child. She sees Florida Southern. She's Florida Southern. The time in Georgia clearly did not influence her. I mean, Georgia's South, though. There's Georgia. My cousins are Georgian. Jesus.
Those are things that have to happen before I go hang out with Corby.
Too many Northerners in Florida. Yeah. And she said that she lives in like a snowbird area. Didn't know Canadian was an accent. It depends on where in Canada you are. There's several different Canadian accents, much like America. Florida doesn't seem to have accents. It depends again where you are in Florida. Florida Southern is different from Southern. Yes, that's true. I agree with you, Porcelain Requiem. I think I've picked up stuff. I pick up accent ticks. Like I do like the way they say water, so I've kind of picked that up. My grandmother was Penn born and grown. Yeah, I like the way they say water around here, so I try to say that. Also, people don't look at me as funny when I use some of the vernacular. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Lolo. Canada isn't even one accent. Newfoundland versus Alberta is very different, yeah. And then you've got micro accents within the groups. I mean, it's like here in America, there's so many accents. There's Southern accents that are basically foreign languages. And I'm sure there's Northern accents aren't nearly... Are you fucking kidding me, Roz?
Oh. Upcoming content ideas. I'm going to need to figure out what's going to be on YouTube and on Patreon. Content streams.
Me and you through and through. Linguistics in the Midwest are fairly complicated, honestly. Yeah, no, I mean, Midwestern accents, it depends on... The accents in America, really, it depends on where you are, and it really can... You can have multiple accents across a state. Like, that's how complicated American accents can get. Yeah, sorry. And I imagine any country's like that. Idiot witch. I had a speech impediment when I was little and did accents just to get words out. I do them now because I'm annoying. I still do have a little bit of a lisp. And people used to think I was from other places because of my S's.
Roles. I haven't decided what I'm going to do.
Creole.
Because that's a lot of
Creole,
energy.
yeah.
And I'm going to have to use a lot of my energy for other stuff.
God forbid.
Goat cheese tarts, quiche, Brussels sprouts, apple pie cinnamon rolls. Oh, of course, the gingerbread house stream.
What did Roz do? Nothing. She's done nothing. Oh man, that Bostonian accent though, that's a gorgeous
I'm
accent.
frustrated I had to push that back again. Yeah, I can try making my own pie crust at some point, but I've got a bunch of pie crusts to be used.
Boy, I can't make pie crust. I cannot make pie crust. I will admit that. I cannot wait to watch you make pie crust.
I'm not removing videos until after the appeal process, so...
Peppa the Pig? That's funny.
Yeah, I just tend to remember things if I write it down, even if I don't refresh it.
Singing
They
them
kinda
because
eat
of your
crash
Irish
out,
accent?
probably,
That's
yeah.
funny.
I'm exhausted. Like, you guys saw me at the beginning of the live. I just was like, I had been in that state for like 4 hours. Roughly. Maybe a little longer, like 5 hours. I was so focused on like doing
Which
what
will
I
be
need to
denied
do.
tomorrow. Yeah, Judge Jesus.
Yeah, no. If I were to fuck with my channel in any way right now, I would automatically lose the appeal.
You think?
Honestly, like I really hate that this happened.
You can't say wicked smart without doing Boston accent. Boston's a beautiful
But I'm
accent.
kind of glad I got to see someone, not necessarily Amber, but someone go through this before it happened to me. Because I learned a lot from that. Not just
Tartlets
from
and
like
pie,
her and
tartlets
stuff,
and
but like
pie.
also just the conversations happening around it. And it provided me time to like go look into certain things and look up certain things. To know certain things that I didn't know. Like
Say
a month
certain thing
ago.
one more time.
So, it's been very useful, to say the least. Yeah,
A bad
I'm glad you
banana
get
is
what I mean.
amazing.
Like, I'm not saying like I'm glad Amber went through this. Like that's fucking crazy. I'm glad that I had the opportunity to learn from someone else's situation.
See, she doesn't sound like she's even Midwestern.
But like that's shitty for her because she didn't have anybody to
For her, nobody sounds like that.
learn from. Exactly, it's informative.
Not
exactly.
around me, anyway.
Okay, cheese is melted, so I'm gonna take it out now. There's like 3 minutes left on the timer.
For her. That's a coastal accent.
I don't want to broil it. I know that that's like a thing a lot of people do.
It's how you get the crust on top.
But I don't want to broil it. So.
And I can't tell if she talks the way she talks because it's an accent or if she talks the way she talks because, and I mean, I know this is going to come out sounding weird, because her mouth is lazy. And like, she just doesn't put the effort into forming the letters, the sounds in her mouth correctly. I know that came out weird, but that's what I mean. Like, it just sounds like she doesn't put the effort into actually saying the word right. And so it's not even an accent as much as it's just like she just stops talking. You know, and it's just, it's something like that. I can't even really do it. I mean, yeah, she's got an American. I mean, she's an American. She sounds like an American. But that's Binky Mouth. Yeah, I guess maybe that's what I was kind of going for, Judge Jesus. Maybe that's what Binky Mouth sounds like. She does sound like she slurs her words. But I don't know if that's just because she slurs her words. That's not
Looks really
done,
good.
Roz.
And doesn't look dry.
Mushroom.
So
Yeah,
thank you guys
I didn't want to go there, Presens, but yeah.
for making those suggestions about the dryness. God, this smells so good too.
See, because right there she sounds completely different than how she sounds other times.
Damn.
Yeah, Shadow Mina. Yeah, exactly. It's too much effort to open your mouth and talk.
Thank you, Michelle.
Thank you, Michelle. See, she can do it. She can enunciate. That wasn't me, that was her. Oh, she was screaming for Levi.
I am Daddy Bear. I'd be stupid not to be worried. Hey, so this is a homemade.
I hate the way she fucking code switches to talk to him. Hey, so I'm going to talk to you like you're a 5-year-old. And I'm going to use my up talk when I talk to you to do it.
Baked mac and cheese. I know how you feel about mac and cheese.
I know how you feel about it.
But this is different from stovetop.
But this is different. Different than stovetop.
The texture may be slightly different. If you don't like it, I won't be offended. I know how you feel.
I know how you feel. I'm rolling my eyes. I'm throwing my hands up so you can see how ridiculous I think how you feel about food is.
But I'd really like to ask you to try it.
But I really want to insinuate that I think your food problems are absolutely ridiculous. And I really want you to eat this anyway, so I can point out to my entire audience who's watching this and watching me do this while I talk to you, so that they know how stupid I think you are. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say that part out loud?
Yes. Okay.
And then she acts like, yay, he's gonna eat my food.
I'm just gonna do a little.
Oh, the noise. Oh, the noise.
Just a little bit for you to try.
Just a little bit, Levi. Open up. Open up. Here comes the airplane. Comes the airplane, Levi. Ah.
And then if you like it, of course, I'll give you more.
Don't do it, Levi. Have her.
Oh, so
I know. This has got Teflon. Teflon and dirty nails. Not the mama. Yeah, exactly. Me and you through and through. Does she really want him to have any? Exactly, idiot witch.
It's very cheesy and stringy.
Yeah, exactly, secret squirrel. I hate how she will manipulate him into eating her food. And then shame him if he doesn't like it.
He looks perplexed, but there's a bite number 2.
They've had bacon in it.
That does sound good.
That's a good idea. Levi bacon would be sick.
It's by itself, it's like not that
Why
Okay,
is it spicy?
So if I were to make something like this and put like chopped up chicken and like bacon in it and like put it in a casserole like this, you think you would like it?
Maybe.
You're very unenthusiastic about it?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. I'm just glad you tried it. Thank you for trying it.
Look at her face. You were trying it. Bitch, get out of your goddamn chair, go into the other fucking room, and let that man cook in his own fucking kitchen. Quit gatekeeping the goddamn kitchen. Leave. There are other rooms in that fucking house. Ugh. All right, anyway. I'm not here to watch her eat. We're not going to watch her eat. I hate the way her jaw clicks. I'm sure she has something else tart to say about why she was demonetized and something AI and something capitalism and blah, blah, blah. It's not her fault. Anyway, I'm pretty sure Aren't You Exhausted will cover this later on, probably tomorrow. I'm going to go live tomorrow, just FYI, you guys. I don't know if it's going to be around 4 or around 6 yet, but I will be live tomorrow around that time. I'm not going to be doing these emergency lives much anymore just because they disrupt my home life. But I figured I needed to do this. But thank you guys for joining me. If you've made it this far in the video, go ahead and leave a cheese down below or a fingernail. Ooh. Now let's just go with cheese. Let's not gross everybody out. Let me know what you guys think down below. Oh God, Judge Jesus. Next time she will cut up hot dogs for Levi and pre-chew them. Ugh. Get in the corner. But yeah, thank you guys for joining me. Roz has been demonetized, and in the process, she's opened up every other social media account she possibly can. Somebody in here said that she's lowered her cost on her Patreon from $7 to $5 a month. She does know those are monthly fees. But yeah, so I'll probably go and check that out, and and we'll see what she's doing for members and see if it's worth keeping an eye on it. But yeah, anyway, we'll see if she gets her appeals through. I don't know. And yeah, it seems like something's up with Glitter and Laser's channel, but I'm not entirely sure what, so we'll keep an eye out for that. And I don't know, I guess we're on Foodie watch at this point to see when and if Foodie gets demonetized. I don't understand. I don't understand how she's not demonetized, but here we are. But and Nikki's gonna go live in an hour. All right, cool. So Nikki T is gonna go live in an hour. So if you want more of this, well, probably not this live. Nikki said she was gonna go over something really cool, so you should totally go watch Nikki. And I am a horrible hype man, but Nikki's channel is really fun, and Nikki has a cool Australian accent and is also on Australian time for those of you who are on the other side of the planet. So go check that out, and thank you guys again for joining me. I'm gonna go eat dinner, and I will see you